Okay.
Think
Go with that one. There you go, Ben. Let me open up that and put that over there. Oh shit, when did you go live?
just now. Literally just
31
quick.
seconds ago. Whoa. Let Totless know you want to drop in and collaborate. I don't know if that'll work. I'm
It
afraid.
sure worked.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the knock button. I'm knocking. Open the door, or I'm gonna throw rocks through your window.
Thank you so much.
You dumb whore.
This is exactly what I
Whoa,
need.
there it is. And then we do that button? Nope, not invite. What is
Fair
it? Is it the
chat.
top one? Nope, that's
No,
notifications.
share chat.
That
Just
one?
our icons.
Start sharing chat.
I hope you get
Whoa,
high-fived
we did
with
it.
a chair in the
Damn,
face.
I can't believe I have more viewers than Tot right now. You really fell off. It's like,
I know.
you know, don't worry. You'll get to the higher number better
Where did
later.
my
What
controller go?
words?
Emotional damage deluxe.
Chat, take
On
a
Blu-ray
screen
and
cap because this is
DVD.
gonna be the only time I've ever had more viewers than Tot, and they're about to leave my stream to go to hers.
I'm okay, Mike. Thank you, Steam VR, for letting me do Shift Enter to make a new line.
How impressive. What if I'm in both? I will appreciate you so much, Ko. I'll look at you and I'll be like, you are my tribal chief.
There we go. That's perfect. Perfectly shitty.
Tot went live. Damn. You see, Riddy already started. Scatter. I need scatter. Well, people
What's
don't.
that
Do they scatter from
clicking?
me? They're always
Her?
scattering from me. What are you doing?
I'm trying to get comfortable.
Good luck.
Oh. There we go. Something like that.
You're so small. Well,
Your
not
mom is
the problem.
small.
She's not. That's the problem. I wish she was small because then people wouldn't want to fuck her as much.
N-
Order a cute, obedient cat girl today.
What did you say?
She does laundry, bath,
Huh?
cooking, and other stuff.
Oh, I think you moved your head and it sounded like a noise.
No, I made buh.
To the buh. Buh is a good emote. I like buh. What the
Buzz
cat and the bunny
Lightyear.
doing? Buzz Lightyear.
I don't know him.
I'm not gonna be able to keep up chat right now. I have not taken my meds. I'm dead. Physically and mentally.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. This is a chill late night thing episode. I've been streaming for 5 hours, 5.5 now. So like we don't need to make it a long one. It can be a shorter one.
Why the fuck is it bright? There.
Could you, ow.
So what if I make an explosive sauce?
God,
I can
did somebody
cook.
use flashbang in your chat already? Jesus. What's his name?
Oh my god, that would be a funny thing. Holy shit. When someone needs
OSD to
flashbang,
make it
and yeah, that'd be funny.
that? Yeah,
That's a
that
good
could be
one.
interesting. You're welcome for that idea, Tot. I'm expecting royalties.
Welcome. You are officially a can of
I'm not,
tuna.
I'm not expecting royalties. All I want is my link in the description of your YouTube videos.
Well, I've
Because I
never
looked at the
forgot to
most
do that.
recent one. Yeah, the most recent one. My footage is used on stream, and I'm linked like visually, which I appreciate. But
Hell,
I'm not linked in the bottom,
I
like in the description.
didn't even know that. I'll be honest. I'll remind me of stream. I'm not gonna remember.
Yeah, don't worry. Well, I did. I mentioned it like to you in Discord once, and you didn't
I
see
have
it, and so
no
I
memory.
didn't. I felt awkward. Yeah, I felt
Yeah.
awkward saying it again.
No, like if you see that, point it out, because I'm not supposed. Like I want to. I don't want to miss that. So be annoying about it.
I will then. You forgot to link me in the description. That again, like they're very. I've said this
Stolen valor.
before.
You turn up bush a little bit.
Also,
No, I'm turning him down.
Quiet on your stream. Damn. Part like I know that the only Neko's group is like it's not like a real thing, but it's like it's little things like that where I'm like the few times where I wish I was an only Neko, because Chromia and Asby are linked in like every single one of your videos, and they don't show up at all.
Yeah, that's just.
And
I
I'm
don't know.
like nothing against
Courtesy.
them.
I don't know.
But like that would be like one of the few reasons if I was an only Neko, but I'm not a Neko, so I'm just there. Yell and scream in the video comments. Go watch the most recent video! Exclamation point YouTube.
Unironically,
'Cause
Eagle Ride. Go do that. It will help me out. And it will
yeah,
also
go watch the
remind me.
video and comment. It remind her, because the most recent
I'm
video
gonna have
also it
cheesy
came out at I
dreams
think
about
at a
that.
bad time, where it came out when you were doing the V card stuff.
Oh
So you
yeah.
weren't really focused on promoting it, or you couldn't really promote it that much.
Yeah.
So I don't think it got the attention that it deserved.
There's one happy emote. Flaggy hyper. Jesus. Bouncing off the walls.
That's a lay emote right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can look at certain emotes
Definitely.
and be like, that's an emote Lay would use.
Yep.
Small anime girl
100%.
exploding usually.
The Todd is not happy emote right now. I'm happy. I'm just. I'm laid down, passed out on the
dreams
floor,
about that.
kind of happy. I'm just happy. Everything is just over, okay? I'm done. I'm tired.
Do you want to talk about why everything happened? Or
Sure.
what happened, I guess?
Do I have a picture? I did not prepare at all.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know if I have a
noticed.
picture of it. Listen, I stayed up for almost 24 hours yesterday to make sure that I could do something today. So.
Fig. Oh, Fig is in chat. Hi, Fig. I made numerous jokes about you coming in my chat and saying, check your Discord or check your email, and then banning me.
No,
I applied for partner, so I'm looking forward to applying again next week. Check your email. Oh, let's go! Oh, I'm gonna check my email, guys. No
Fallen
way.
Legna asked me,
Hello?
who would win in a fight,
SeaWorld San
Totless or
Diego
Boshi?
tickets as low as $59.99?
Oh, come on. You know,
Don't
if
miss
Boshi and I
this
were to
flash
have a
sale.
showdown, it'd be epic.
Fig, you
But let's be
shouldn't
real,
have.
I'd totally win. I'm stubborn,
Fig. Oh,
bratty,
I'm
and have
honored.
all those cat-like reflexes. But we'd
Why
probably
do I not
end
hear
up laughing
anything?
halfway
What's
through and grabbing
happening?
some snacks instead. What
happened?
can I say?
Is
I
something
love a
happening?
good snack break
No,
between
it's
fights.
I can't hear Tangia and my music went away. I was confused.
Okay.
But I forgot to change that because that's another different thing that I need to adjust because my audio setup is fucking stupid. I was about to use a different word.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I know you're not on your meds, but control yourself a little bit. Have a little bit of
Listen.
self-control.
In my defense, the R word, that's as far as I will ever go. And
I know, and you can say it on stream.
Yep. It's
'Cause I
not
know
bannable.
many streamers that say it.
Okay. The new challenge would be to get Mr. Fig to say it.
I don't think he would. I don't. Maybe at TwitchCon, like meeting him, but like in chat, I don't think, because that
I don't think he. I think it's
that
more likely to see him say it like somewhere else than at TwitchCon, because TwitchCon is like they're expected to be on gold behavior, I would assume.
I mean,
And there
if
you go.
you're just like
Why did
hanging
I?
out talking with him,
You know what?
What?
Here, I'm just
What
gonna
did you do?
send this picture to Ben instead, and he can put it on both screens. I'm stupid. I'm sorry. I'm
Is
not on
there
my
a way
meds,
that
okay?
Ben can like, I don't even know where he is. Is there a way that like he can put it on both, like at the same time, simultaneously? I don't think so.
Do you have the overlay?
Yeah, he can change stuff on my overlay. Yeah,
Yeah,
he can.
it would
Oh,
just
he
be
can
if
link them
we.
together.
Yeah. I let the flip. Damn, I
What
didn't
the?
even know that Fig played right. Fig, I'm just gonna call it out right here, right now. Would you want to play Marvel Rivals with like the Only Echoes? Would you be down to do that?
Damn.
Their voice is ahead of mouth right now. How the fuck is that?
Oh, it is. How did
I
you do
have
that?
changed nothing. Why is my voice faster?
That's impressive.
What?
I didn't know you were a ventriloquist.
How was my voice
Man,
faster? What? That
Jeff Dunham better look out. We got a new ventriloquist on the block.
no, that makes no sense. My AI PC has nothing new. It's the same like hardware as before. Nothing has changed. I don't know why it's faster. It's the same settings, everything.
I don't know.
Oh, I did apply new thermals actually, or new thermal paste. I did do that. Well, I am. You're just gonna have to deal with it. I'm not changing that because it's a bit of a mess to deal with and to like get it correctly.
Whoa. There's a thing. I don't know what this is. Explain.
So, what happened yesterday? I was actually planning to be on time yesterday for the MCA, so I was like roughly an hour before I'm supposed to start. So 9 p.m. my time. I'm supposed to be on time for 10 p.m. At 9 p.m., I started to set up because I received one of these that you see on screen right now, but a newer version by the actual creator of it. So I started to set that up.
What it is?
Yeah. So what it is think of it as a router for VR trackers.
Oh.
That's like super simplistic explanation. I got the new one. I tried to set that up. To begin with, I couldn't connect anything to it. It did plug into the PC. It made the connection sound. The lights lit up, but I couldn't connect anything to it. After a bit of time, my VR headset started to randomly disconnect and reconnect, and my PC was just started behaving super odd. So I started slowly unplugging everything, see if like, okay, is it like a power issue? Did something happen, or too many USBs? I don't know. So I unplugged everything, and eventually, like everything was almost unplugged, and it still did like random. No, it didn't make Windows noises. It was like in Sticky VR, it shows the errors, and it says headset disconnected. So at that point, I was okay. I'll quickly restart my PC to see if that will help it. And well, I turned it off, and it didn't turn back on. It would go into BIOS, but I couldn't get into Windows. I couldn't get it to boot anything. So at that point, I tried to get it into recovery mode because I was thinking like, okay, I just plugged in that router thing. Maybe, maybe it's like outdated or broken drivers that causing issues, because that's very common. That's very normal. And if you have a basic understanding of how to deal with like recovery mode in Windows and like the command prompt thing, it's very easy to fix that. Or like rebuilding the
thermal paste
boot
cooled down the part of
manager.
your CPU with your voice making it faster, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I had 10, yeah. Yeah, so after that, because I couldn't even get into recovery mode, so then I brought up my laptop, because at this point I was already late. I took out my laptop to at least have some communication with the Discord. I told them that I was having PC issues, and then I started preparing like a new install USB, because you can use a Windows install USB to essentially do a secondary type of recovery mode if your entire hard drive is essentially broken. And that's, yeah, a Windows Media installation tool. At that point, I was suspecting that it was the hard drive, because the operating system hard drive is a Samsung 980 like NVMe, and they are notoriously prone to failing. I've had 2. My other one did fail. That's why I lost all of my Koikatsu work. Literally lost media. Like,
yeah.
that Aspie recreation that I made, we're never seeing that again. That's lost. There's a picture of it, but aside from that, it's lost media. I would have to recreate it. I probably could recreate it,
but it would just take time.
Yeah, there's Chris model, Chromia's model. Like, there's a lot of, I put a lot of hours into that. And that's also kind of why I haven't touched it again, because I lost so much work that I've just like been completely demotivated to try again. And yes, Razer, I lost everything. I lost everything except my own card, because I released my own card, so it's like I could download it other places. So, reminder, if you do important work, make backups. Make backups of the backups. Yes. Anyways, what else was on that drive? Luckily, nothing else. That was like, I had games installed, but like it was Steam games, so I could just reinstall them. That Koikatsu stuff is the only thing that I lost that is like, I'm genuinely like sad that I lost. Anyways, I got the Windows Media installation tool. I tried to boot into that. I tried to get into like recovery mode on that, and no, it couldn't even load into that. It couldn't boot a USB. I was getting blue screens left and right. I saw more blue screens yesterday than I have seen in my entire life. And if I didn't get a blue screen, it would just freeze. I could get into BIOS fine, but I couldn't get it to boot anything. So at that point, I started to test like my RAM. I moved my hard drive into my AI PC, and behold, I could boot into that hard drive, no issues. So that confirmed it was not a hard drive issue. I tried the different RAM sticks. They all worked. No issues. I tried with a different GPU. It worked. No issues. That left basically 2 options. It's either the motherboard or the CPU. I still don't know for sure which one it is. The suspicion is that it's the CPU because I couldn't even boot into Ubuntu, like Linux Ubuntu, or however the fuck it's pronounced. And for those who, it's a different operating system, basically for like hardcore nerds. Kaden
Yeah,
knows all
I've
about
seen
it.
a little bit about Linux. It's
Yeah.
very
It's
stressful to look at.
especially the Ubuntu version. It's lightweight. It's kind of lightweight to the point where you can run it on a toaster, kind of lightweight. It's kind of like Doom almost.
It's like Doom. Yeah.
Yeah, you can run Linux on most things. I couldn't boot into Linux, okay? That should tell you quite a bit of the
Hey,
situation.
that's something's not right there.
Yeah. So, I can get into BIOS, but I can't boot anything. So, this was like many hours later at like 6 a.m. my time or so. And at that point, I had to basically make a decision. Do I gamble and replace the CPU for something as best of equal value, equal performance, or potentially slightly lower performance, and only spend like roughly 400? Or do I just commit to it and upgrade? And so I was messaging people back and forth and talking, like partially venting, partially trying to just like, what should I do? What's the best option? Cause I've been planning, or I had been planning to upgrade my PC, or essentially get a brand new PC for quite a while. But I was looking at very specific parts for it. And on top of that, it's also like, weekend here in Sweden is all places are closed. We don't have Amazon Express delivery, same day delivery. We don't have that here. If it's weekend, everything is closed. And on top of that, scalper situation makes everything completely fucking unavailable as it is already. So I had basically, there was 2 different stores that had parts available. One of them was a 5900 XT, which is a slightly upgraded version of a 5900, a Ryzen 9 5900. That would have been like barely downgrade from what I already had. I had a 5950X. It wouldn't, that would be roughly like 400, but that would have been like a 2 almost 3 hour drive one way. So it would have been like 5 hour drive in total. Another store had upgrade parts available. It was 9800X 3D, a MSI B850, and RAM to go with it. And that was like 2.5 hour drive, almost 3 hour drive, back and forth. So I ended up getting the upgrade because I 9800 X3D. Yeah, I really didn't want to be like out of commission, as I've been putting it, for like the entire weekend. I didn't want to. I've really been enjoying streaming recently. I didn't want to miss out. I felt like shit yesterday. So yeah, at 7 a.m. or something like that, I drove to a different city, basically across half of Sweden almost, to get the parts. So that I could get back to streaming today. So I got the parts, got back home, stayed up until like 4 p.m. to build my PC. I was on my knees all day yesterday.
Not in the
My
way
legs
that you would
hurt.
like to be.
My legs are very sore right now. That's a Ryzen 7 CPU. I don't know. Yeah, so I got that set up. I reinstalled my computer. I fixed the AI PC. I had to put all the parts and stuff. And I'm tired. I'll be honest,
S-
physically and
So my,
mentally.
because I don't understand a lot of what happened there. Is that because of this thing that you
Yes,
did?
I
Like,
I forgot to mention that. Yeah,
what did
the
it
suspicion
do?
is that the dongle basically shorted my PC and damaged the CPU. Because
Ah,
this is an important detail that I intentionally left out. But when the dongle, like the spider router arrived, it arrived with a screw loose. A screw loose that could move around inside of it, including touching the board inside of it. I opened it up and screwed the screw back in the place where I, well, believe that it should be. I don't know if it's actually the correct spot, but I'm gonna talk um with the creation of it, or the creator of it,
creator.
to figure things out. Because I don't know for sure if this is the cause. Because I've also not really been taking care of my PC. I've had it running 24/7 for like the past 3 or 4 years, more or less,
Y-
with like restarting it
That
once every month.
probably
Yeah, that
that
probably
might
didn't help.
contribute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's like, I cannot pinpoint one specific thing to it being the reason, but the headset started glitching out only after I plugged in the router. That's the one
I,
thing that I can pinpoint.
my guess would be it was probably just I wouldn't say the straw that broke the camel's back, but it was definitely the ignition for the chain of
Yeah,
events that transpired.
yeah. Um, Strong suspicion why we think it's the CPU is because apparently you can damage a CPU and it can work fine as long as you don't use the broken part of the CPU. So going into BIOS requires no load at all. But trying to load anything, because the 5950X is a multi-threaded performance CPU, maybe that's just like, as soon as it tries to load anything, like if core number 15 is broken, as long as you only use every other core, that CPU is not gonna cause issues. But yeah,
That's interesting.
that's
But hope so.
that was
What
mine
is the
yesterday.
plan going forward now? Are you going to still go for that upgrade, or are you just gonna
No,
use what you have now? Or okay,
I'm gonna use what I have now. I will get a new graphics card when that becomes available, but aside from that, I'm gonna keep with what I have because I don't really have any need to. Like, it works.
yeah. And
If
that
it works, it
graphics
works.
card, the stuff you were talking about, you mentioned a certain word, uh, that I've been having my annoyances with recently, and that's scalpers.
Cool.
I feel like there's so much stuff in recent times that in many different ways that scalping is just annoying. Like I've mentioned to you and I've mentioned to my chat once or twice. Recently I've been trying to like I want to open more Pokemon cards. That way I can fill out my binder. I'm trying to get all a living decks of all Pokemon cards in a couple binders. And to do that I like to get boxes to open. But man, if anybody trying to get into Pokemon card collecting right now,
It's
good fucking
impossible.
luck. Because so many people are scalping, just buying a shit ton of cards. It's just immediately gone. Like you don't get a chance. Like I just want to get a box of cards to open up for fun. because I'm like, oh, I like these cards, they're nice. Let me just get some and collect them. But no, assholes on the internet have to buy up as many boxes as they can and then more to just
Too
sit
many,
on.
too many streamers are buying all the
Yeah.
Pokemon cards.
Yeah, I love watching streams of people opening up the cards that I just can't even buy. Granted, some of them, it's not there. There are people buying cards that are like with good intentions, but then there are still people buying cards, assholes, to
I
just sit
am
on.
I am fine if streamers buy as many packs as they want, as long as A, they open them, and B, they're acquiring them through completely normal means, as in they have the same access as everyone else, no special access.
Yeah, well, some of them work with like the distributors.
Distribution,
I know that
yes,
there are
and
some.
fuck that, actual cancer.
Yeah, it's
But
annoying.
I hate, because I hate read this subreddit r/poke investing, because it's the most
Yeah, you need
stupid
to
fucking
not.
circle jerk ass plays, neckbeard loser dwelling on the entire internet. Which one? Pokey investing. I
Don't
hate
go to
that with
r
a
slash poke
passion.
investing. Go to r slash only netgoes. Plug. Smart.
The reason why is because they are actively supporting scalping. They treat Pokemon cards as if it's like some investment medium. Like, you are such a parasite to society as a scalper. The world would literally be better off without you. And that's not me
Yeah, and
saying you should do anything. That's me explaining the situation and your value to society. That's a difference.
yeah, and some Owen brought up was that like you can get the prismatic evolution stuff, or he can get it over in Europe, because over in America, uh anytime I go to the Pokemon section, like the card section of my local Walmart, it's just empty in the Pokemon area, and it's
Yep.
fucking annoying. That again, and scalping. This is a minor tangent. The other day, I was kind of hungry, and I was like, huh, I kind of want eggs right now. Free's been talking about how Chris needs to eat eggs recently, and I was like, I kind of want eggs myself. And I go to the egg section of my Walmart, and that's empty as well. Because fuckers are panic buying eggs, not trying to get political, but there's reasons for them scalping eggs. Egg scalpers. I just want to buy a single carton of eggs. It's not even like the price. I'll pay the fucking price, but there's just no eggs to even buy. I just want a carton of eggs so I can make a couple hard-boiled eggs, maybe make a sunny side up egg. I just want eggs. And I go so many sections there's the egg section and the Pokemon card section. It's empty. It's scalped. It's pissing me off.
Yep.
And then I can imagine the Kitten brought up, I think it was Kitten. Somebody mentioned that there was like you can enter a raffle to buy a GPU CPU thing, the shit with the fans.
Newegg. They're infamous. I think
N-
MSI does it as well. They're infamous, like, lottery.
I shouldn't You shouldn't have to enter a lottery to be able to just buy a product.
Remember when products would release and it would just be available?
Yeah. I
As
miss
as
it.
Owen dubbed it, we're in the scalper economy, because the economy is so down the shitter that people are resorting to being parasites in order to make life, like, make do from a day-to-day basis. This is the only way that a lot of people can actually survive. by having a side hustle. And guess what? Scalping is easy. That's the sad part.
Chris, the like getting in the fast as you can a lottery too. It is, but it isn't. Of like people can just push their way to the front of the big mob of people and push people out of the way to grab their like 5 or 10 boxes of prismatic evolutions from the Costco pallet.
Yeah. So
That's the other stupid
before
thing.
we'll continue down that route. But before I
Mm.
get forget about it. The reason why I brought up the whole other thing was because poke investing, and the reason why your comment, Ara, was really triggering me is because poke investing, they're blaming streamers and content creators for hyping up the set. That being the sole reason for the Pokemon being unavailable. Like, how many times did your parents kick you as a baby for you to be this stupid?
Not enough.
Is-
Not enough times.
Yeah. Yeah.
God, I mean, to be fair, it is Reddit, and people there aren't people. They're not human beings.
Yeah.
So, you know,
More than a handful
it makes
is
sense.
indeed a waste.
But at the same time,
All
yeah,
right.
you really, because you've gone down this route before where you will continuously read and maybe not interact, but like observe something that is just making you more and more angry, where you can
Yeah,
just
this is on a
easily
whole other
not pay
level.
attention to it.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, like if maybe you should, maybe your PC breaking was a sign that you need to not look at that Reddit anymore because it's just
Maybe.
making you angry.
Yeah.
But yeah, scalpers are fucking
And yes,
from
Chris.
eggs to Pokemon cards. I hate.
And the to make shit even worse, it's only gonna get worse. Do you know why?
Yeah. Why?
AI. With DeepSeek, ChatGPT, all these other fucking large language models, scalping is gonna become easier and, worst of all, automated.
But AI is so good.
It's just gonna get worse. Because the more money they make, the more bots they can set up. And because of how the AI is evolving and becoming better, it's becoming more and more difficult to filter out bots from actual users. Yes, it is automated quite heavy already, but my point is it's gonna get even worse. We're not in the worst yet. It will get even worse.
It is. Can I ask if there is there surely there's a level of irony right now of you talking to me and your chat through an AI voice saying that AI is
Yes.
going to make things worse.
Yes. I have talked about this before. I think there are valid uses of AI. I don't know
Yeah,
if
same.
voice changers are necessarily one of them. I don't think I'm in a position to make that call, but there are valid uses for it. Like, for
I
example,
think there.
using AI to have out live subtitles on like glasses for, I don't know, deaf people or, you know, stuff like that. That's an actual
Yeah.
use case where it's gonna make life-changing innovations. There are good uses for it.
Yes, I believe that as well. I believe, again, AI is a tool that is used in tandem with human ingenuity. It's when people use it to replace the human aspect of stuff where I think
Yeah.
it goes downhill.
And what Chris said, that's a big one. I remember reading specifically about in them creating an AI that could detect cancer in like certain type of scans with like over a 95% accuracy or something, whereas previously it was like down into the 60% or something like that. Like, that's a massive leap for medicine.
Yeah. It's very useful in those regards. It's when people use it to like, I mean, just like the shitty AI art on Twitter, where people like, I made this beautiful art with AI. Are you proud of me? And it's like, no, you typed some words into a prompt and then
Yeah.
shat it out. Congrats. Go fuck yourself. You know. Uh, yeah, it's all annoying and stupid.
I think that AI is also gonna make the gap between educated people and uneducated people wider than ever before, and it's only gonna get worse.
100%. I mean, the amount of times that like I've seen people posting stuff of like them doing their college work, and it's they just type into a thing and then the AI fills out the essay or whatever. It's like, I don't want these people in society,
Yeah.
because again, like I think we've mentioned this before. Like I gave this exact example of like a doctor. If you like cheat on your tests using AI to get through your college courses to become like a doctor, would you want somebody who is untrained in that field performing your surgery? Or would you want somebody who actually studied and knows what they're doing? I know my response. What?
No, it's just funny.
Well, it's not funny. That's the problem. Is it's horrible.
It's sad but funny.
That's the
Like,
future that
no,
we're coming to.
my thought process was that these people, they're not thinking like, oh, but I'm not gonna have my surgeries operated by someone who did this. Mine will be done by someone who's smart.
That is a whole bigger can of worms of stuff that I would love to get into, but I don't want to be a political streamer. I don't want to
Most
be
of the
known
top
for political
universities
takes.
require / encourage AI usage now. What? But I want to see some argumentation from then. I
want
need to read that.
throttle Kitten.
Okay, yeah, okay. Can we just agree on that? Kitten is an AI bro. There's nobody in this community who are as supportive and like encouraging of AI as Kitten.
Like I don't want to be mean to Kitten, and I don't want to like single them out and tell people,
I'm
hey,
singling them out.
don't hate Kitten, because Kitten's been great.
No,
Like
yeah, Kitten's
they're a
great.
cool
I
person.
love them.
But they are. We've had our arguments about AI. That whole rant that I went on that one day was because Kitten talked about AI in that way.
Your AI cat girl
And I was
overlords are
like,
coming.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
coming until I unplug the computer that they're programmed into.
I'm dead, huh?
Then what are you gonna fucking do? When I trip the breaker, what are you gonna fucking do, huh?
I was watching some clips from the Vito and Neuro, and there's something very sad, but in a comedic way, of Neuro being self-aware of them being an AI and asking Vito like, "No, please don't restart me. You need to let me know first so I can prepare," and saying stuff like that. Like it's uncanny, but in a
humanizing.
comedic way. It's
Yeah.
creepy, but I don't know. It's not actually self-aware. It's like it's prompt based. It's like it knows because it has the information that neuro equals AI, so it can make the connection. It's not actually self-aware with a consciousness.
But
it's still like
uneducated,
hearing.
it looks like
okay, we cannot go too deep down the road because we don't know what a consciousness is. So saying that
Yeah.
it doesn't have a consciousness, that's because we don't know what a consciousness is.
That's a whole other thing of like who are you, Tot?
Yeah.
Who are you? Who is you? Are you the brain? Are you the soul? Are you the consciousness? What are you? Getting
Yeah, and
existential in this bitch.
I've thought about this in terms of AI art because a lot of the arguments is that but AI art is being trained on existing art and it's stealing art. And it's different because yes, humans train and learn by looking at existing art and seeing how it's been done by other people and learn from it, experimenting. That's like one of the big arguments. It's not the only argument, but when you get into that rabbit hole about consciousness and all that, like, if you really want to break things down, isn't everything just data points? Like, there is some level of comparison. It's more about like, where do we draw the line?
Mm,
And yeah, that's a
You're
can of worm. That's a rabbit hole. That's a black hole. That's philosophical.
you're
Yeah.
getting into the thing of nothing is original because everything is based off of something else.
Yes, that's my argument.
Yeah.
To some degree, like, where do
I'm
we draw the line?
yeah. Unless you're the fucking first human being on Earth, everything you do is based off of what you've
Everything is a
seen and
remix.
experienced. Yeah, it is. You are a mashup of your mother and your father.
Yep. American English is just a remix of British English.
And British English is a remix of like what, Anglo-Saxon English
I have no
or
clue.
whatever it's called.
Are
Anglish?
AI the same species as humans? I would not say it, so therefore they cannot be human, right? You know for a fact that in the future, because we will reach a point where AI is self-conscious, it's just a matter of time. Probably sooner than we think, in fact, because AI is
Unfortunately.
rocket launching technology in a speed that we have never seen before. But we will get to a point where people are gonna start talking about like, oh, AI rights. You know, think Overwatch when Widowmaker is trying to assassinate that robot. That will be a future. That is going to be an actual future.
He oh, I want to say things, but I don't know what I can and can't say. Man, AI
Thinking
and
the
the
Shayna
people who
thought AI
like it
models are
and support
actually
it.
inventing their own languages. That's fucked up. Moore's law is not
That's
dead.
like
It just
a
doesn't apply to transistors anymore. Yes, okay, that's a good one. I don't know if you know what Moore's
Cyclops
law is.
Moore's law? What? It sounds familiar.
Moore's law is like how every X number of years transistors will shrink in size. And it's been accurate up until like 2019 or something like that. And we're kind of transitioning because we don't really rely on them anymore. Or something like I don't know the exact details, but there's something like that. Transistors is basically controlling electricity thing. I don't know I don't know exactly what they are, but something like that.
I didn't know my sister was trans.
Net.
I mean, good for her, but you know.
The issue is that AI
I
are
mean,
smarter than us. Cosmic conscious, but are not smarter than us. They are food. Yeah.
at a certain point, stuff like I remember seeing something of like every however long like computers are getting smaller, and I guess it's a similar thing. At a certain point, you can't really get much smaller, can you? Right?
Yes, with the current
For every one skunk,
materials.
there is one
We
Odin.
rely on silicon right now, and that's why. Is it like 3 or 4 nanometers or something? I don't know the exact. Yeah,
4
4 nanometer process node
nanometers.
right now. That's insane, by the way, because just like 10 years ago, we were at like
I
12.
don't know. I don't know what the fuck a nanometer is.
Small. Very, very, very fucking small.
Huh.
Smaller than your penis.
Rude. I would hope so. Rude. Okay, rude.
No, but yes, we use silicone right now to make like sheets that are then turned into CDUs, all that stuff. It can only handle it to a certain size because at that point you're moving like atoms, I
How the
think.
fuck? Yeah, how the fuck? One of these
That's
people
why
is
we
gonna
need
fuck up and like accidentally split an atom and cause a nuclear explosion or whatever. How does bombs work? I don't know. I'm not smart enough for this.
fuck, what are those like supercomputers called that we've been trying to achieve for I don't know how long? That can be in like any state. Quantum
Explain?
computers, yeah. That's basically the next step. And we will get to quantum computers eventually. That's a scary thing on its own because in theory, a quantum computing would have so much computing power that passwords would be literally pointless. You will need two-factor authentication. Passwords will be rendered completely fucking useless. At a certain point, electrons can just skip over transistor. We did hit the limit theoretically. Yeah, there you go.
Sure. Listen, this is you're really starting to lose me on the technical talk because none of it's making sense to me.
Yeah,
Like the
I'm losing
isn't
myself as
quantum
well.
there's something about like it being you said something about like two different states of it being like
Yeah,
on and
so
off or whatever.
a normal computer,
How
you can dumb it down to electricity is either going through or not going through. It's either on or off. That's normal electronics as we know it. A quantum
yeah.
computer, it doesn't really work in that way, from what I understand. It can be you can set things in different states. There's no on or off. There's different states. I don't fully understand it.
Yeah. I don't. Isn't that like
Instead, think of it
the
like this.
fucking
Think of an
uh-huh.
AI. Think of ChatGPT and how much they are able to do with just being able to control whether electricity is going through or not going through. Now imagine opening up so you can do things in more different states. So you don't rely on just two states. You can do how many states as you want. So instead of having to do on or off like 15 billion times a second to compute something, you can suddenly just do the state you were looking for immediately and skip those whole on or off.
What do you mean the AI goes on and off for stuff?
Oh,
What the fuck are you talking about?
have
Tot, I'm stupid. You know
electricity.
this.
Yes, I'm trying to dumb it down. This is not how it actually works. I don't understand it fully myself. Just electronics at its core is literally just electricity is either going through it, as in it's on, or it's not going through it, it's off.
Is that not just the computer being on or the computer being off?
Yes.
Like, what do you? Yeah, then it always has computer electricity. If the computer
Yes.
is on,
Good.
electricity
You're
is going
following
through
so
it.
far. Yes, you're correct.
Yes.
It's on.
Yes.
Electricity is going through. Okay, good. We've established that. So, okay, let's try to use like a calculator, for example. In order to, I don't know if this is how it actually works, but in order to calculate something, it would have to iterate over. So turn it off, turn it on again, turn it off, turn it on again to send electricity into different ways. That's how a calculation works. I give
the
up.
calculator's on the whole time.
Nope. I'm if you can't understand that basic of it, then I will never be able to explain it to you.
Like, are you talking about like when you have the calculator, each of the
The
buttons,
Villagiler asked
when
me,
you press the
sorry to
button,
interrupt the
there's like an
podcast.
electrical
I'm
impulse that gets
starting a
sent
new
to it to
playthrough
register that
of
something
Pokemon
happened.
Sapphire
No?
and need a nickname
Todd,
for
you're
my
trying to
Mudkip.
explain quantum physics
Can you
to
make up a
me.
nickname,
And I don't
please?
even know
No,
what the
I'm
fucking
not.
It has to be
CPU
related
is.
to
I'm trying to
Totless.
explain
What?
Thank you.
literally normal
Right, let's
electronics.
name that Mudkip. Totkip.
I could,
It's a perfect
the electronic for me is
of
I press the on button
Totless
and it turns on,
and
then I play the
Mudkip.
game.
Just like how chaotically
What do you-
adorable
wha-
they both are.
I
Now go
know
out
I
there and
haven't
make
played.
those
When I play
Pokemon
Minecraft, I
okay.
don't touch redstone.
legendary.
Let me just wait for this 10 yet to finish, and then I'll explain a little bit different. Okay. So there's no pens in this, bro. No.
No.
You have 3 light bulbs. You have this light bulb, and then you have one up here. This one will only
Okay.
turn on when both of these are active. Okay.
Okay.
So
it
you have
creates
one
a
switch.
circuit
Yes,
or
one switch
something.
down here, one switch down here. In order to make this like, let's say this is a counter, like a number counter, something like that. I don't
Okay,
just
so
visually.
it'll go up
Yeah,
every
you
time
turn
it's
this on,
by 1.
you turn this on. Both of these turn on. This becomes 1.
And it says 1.
These turns off.
Yes. Okay, they turn off.
You turn this one on.
But
That
it
one's
stays
on
at
now.
1?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
You turn this one on. This turns on. This becomes 2. Just super fucking simplified.
I thought they
never
both need
mind.
to
Let's
be.
move on.
I thought
Nope,
they
let's
both
move
need
on.
to be on. I thought they both need to be on for it to go up. How did it go up when only one of them went on?
Someone asked
Right?
ChatGPT to explain this.
Fuck you. Go to hell. Don't ask ChatGPT shit. She just said, in order for this number to go up here, both of these need to be on. Right? So how when they turned both of them on, and so this one went to 1, and then you turn both of them off, and then you're saying you turn one of them on, and it goes up? You just said that both of them need to be on for this number to go up. How am I the crazy one here? How am I the stupid one here? It's called an AND gate. It requires the first and the second. She said she turned both of them on again. Then you can explain that to me. That you said you turned both on, you fucker. You fuckhead. I know that you're not on your pills. So you're just a little shit right now.
No,
That
we're
is not
moving
what
on.
she said. Are we trying to explain binary?
Point being, you understand how much I'm explaining here. You might not understand it, but I'm explaining a bunch of stuff here. This is for the most simple, basic thing. A quantum computer doesn't need to do all this. It just jumps from nothing to the answer, essentially.
Because it does it so quickly, it's not even registerable.
It doesn't have to do all these steps.
Oh.
Fallen Legna asked me,
That's why
how
it's
does
such
a
a
computer
huge
work?
And
Alright,
again,
How?
You're
super
up for a wild ride into the
simplified,
world
super
of
dumbified.
computers.
I don't fully understand it. It's
Basically, a computer works by using a combination of hardware and software. The hardware includes
Man.
components like the CPU brain of the
AI is
computer,
confusing.
RAM memory,
I don't like it.
hard drive, storage, and input-output devices. The software includes the operating system and programs that tell the hardware
Hey, what
what
was
to
that
do.
fucking
They work
Jurassic
together
Park
to
thing you
process,
wanted me to
store, and
watch?
display data.
Yeah,
If you're
I
into
wanna
tech,
talk about it.
wait
it
for
might be
the
even more fun
Tangia.
than trying to
there's
beat
Tangia.
me in
I
mine,
didn't notice.
sweeper.
That didn't explain shit. Anyways, yeah. That was... Yeah. Ben, can you put the Jurassic Park,
He just said he's
like
gonna,
just a
he's
picture
just
of
gonna
it? Oh,
grab a snack. But yeah,
I
I
would
was
love
kind of
for someone
confused
to
why
do
you
a
were
clap.
like, What?
Okay. No, I was reading flops. I would love for someone to do a class on this, lol. Get me and Chris in front of a blackboard and try to teach dummies. I would love to see that as well. Not because of you guys teaching us, it's because I know for a fact that you two will disagree on something, and that's gonna become the main topic of the entire class.
Can we do that? Can we get like Chris and Tot to try to teach us, or not? Chris and Flops to try to teach us something.
That would be funny. I
I
would enjoy that. I would want to
it
watch
wasn't.
that.
I remember somebody, I think it was Nekopooter, trying to teach me computers by talking about cars being in a Walmart parking lot. Very confusing.
Okay.
Be amazing. I'd be down for it.
So,
Anyway, Jurassic Park something. World.
yeah. Jurassic Park, they released a new trailer for a new one, Jurassic World.
Mhm.
And I watched it, and it was like, this is the most stereotypical Hollywood movie ever with a dinosaur skin.
It did look very
Generic.
boring and generic. Yeah. Like I watched the trailer and I was like, what? So they're gonna dinosaurs. They need
Yep.
to go to somewhere no one's gone and dinosaur.
Yep.
I have like listen, I know I don't watch movies, so my opinion is irrelevant, but I have never not wanted to watch a movie more than this.
Yeah.
I l-
I have no interest in it.
you told me to watch just watch the trailer because I was like, what? I don't really watch stuff. And I after it was done, I thought to myself, that bitch just wasted my time. This was the most nothing burger of a trailer I've
Yes,
ever
and
seen.
that was the point as well. So I'm glad that I'm glad it worked. Because yes, the point was that it was literally a waste of time. I would have been better off not watching that trailer. And I honestly have no thoughts or opinions on the movie itself. It's more about the lack of
Yeah.
the picture you
It
see on screen. I grew up with the original 3 Jurassic Park movies. I love them. I thought they were some of the best movies growing up. This doesn't
I
look like Jurassic Park. It has that Hollywood sun oversaturated kind of almost oily kind of look.
I feel bad for people like you who, like you said, you grew up with the original movies. To see something that you love be so bastardized, it's gotta suck. Of like,
Yeah.
damn, I remember when this was good, and now it's not. So
Yeah.
you're gonna
No,
watch the
it's
movie, right? You're gonna go to theaters
no,
and
no, no,
and
no,
and
no, no.
watch it and give it a 5-star rating on Yelp.
See, Aracana mentioned it again. Practical effects.
What?
Look at the original Jurassic Park movies and look at the dinosaurs. Then look at the dinosaurs in the latest movie. We have the most advanced technology ever. We have evolved so much. The technology has improved so fucking much. But the dinosaurs look so fake. Like back in the original 3, they still used CGI.
But it's cheaper. They can make more movies because it's cheaper.
Can we get a comparison on screen? That's up to Ben. If you want to, don't
Yeah,
have to.
if Ben wants to show a dinosaur from Jurassic Park 1 and a dinosaur from this shit. Let me finish my bagel. What you got on that bagel? Is it just cream cheese? Like, dude, bagel and cream cheese is so fucking good.
Yes,
Have you
that's
had that?
really good. Yes.
Okay, making sure. I was like, cream cheese? Hell yeah. Cream cheese is amazing.
Oh
I was
yeah,
gonna say, like, if you hadn't had it, I would say like that's a perfect breakfast for like San Diego.
yeah.
What are you
No,
saying?
I anytime I can get it, and like staying at a hotel, I get it.
Yeah, they got the free breakfast just in hotels. What? What is it, Chris? Why are you pleading? Have you not
She's
had a bagel and cream
pleading.
cheese, Chris? What do you want? Can you look at my Minecraft video? What Minecraft video? I want to see if you understand it better.
It's about
Let me.
computers and that.
A half adder. This is great. What?
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention it earlier. My hands, they look like I've been in a fight with like a mob of cats because I was messing so much with the computer parts and stuff. Computers have a lot of sharp edges, like computer hardware. My hands are fucked up. Tell it, ding dong, what?
I don't.
Oh,
Granted, I'm not fully able
yes,
to
that's
pay
from the first
attention,
one.
but
Dude,
but
that looks so good. How did they fuck it up?
there's no heart and soul, Todd. When they were making these original movies, they were like, we're making something new and innovative. But nowadays, it's just about the money. They need the money. It's like we have a brand, an IP that we can do what we want with to make bank because the sheeple will show up to the movie theaters and clap when they see a dinosaur. That's just how it is. It's fucked up,
Yeah,
but it's the truth.
I wouldn't even say
Every time
it's
yeah.
necessarily. Well, I guess in a way, because if it's just employees want to get the work done, whereas someone who's passionate will obviously see if it looks good or bad and be like, no, I don't want to make this because it looks bad.
Yeah. Again, like they put out the movie because they were asked to. Look at that. Look at these dinosaurs.
Look at that
Isn't it
difference.
great? Don't you like the big don't you like the CGI?
And
Don't you like the top one more?
nobody
Right,
nobody
chat?
has pointed it out yet, but just in case someone does, I know that Jurassic Park 3 in the original trilogy, that Spinosaurus is completely wrong now based off like new discoveries that has been made. Spinosaurus was not
Yeah.
the way it's portrayed in that movie. Hardcore dinosaur fans I know get very heated about Spinosaurus in particular. Just I'm aware. Doesn't make the movie bad. I still enjoy it.
Oh, it's ruined for me. That's if the dinosaur isn't lore accurate, if it doesn't look exactly like the scientist says and acts exactly like they say, I'm gonna
Oh, you're gonna hate the
throw up in my
raptors then.
theater seat. It's over. I can't watch that. That's really why I haven't watched these movies because the dinosaurs are inaccurate.
Yep.
I can't get over it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't even
sorry
know
to
what the
say
fuck a
we
Spinosaurus
can't
is. What?
in Jurassic Park 3, it's the one that looks like a mix between a raptor and T-Rex, but with a large s- like sun flare thing on the back.
What? You mean a
Good
spine?
Spinosaurus. from Jurassic Park, then you will know.
During the filming of Jurassic Park, the T-Rex was known to sweat profusely, as it was his first major role in 55 million years.
That's funny.
That's a good gaff right there.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh, is that?
Everybody.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's a spine. I know what that is.
Yeah.
Why is he so dried out? Give that man some water. Get him some lotion, please. Yeah, Riddy keeps getting timed out because I don't have him as a VIP in my chat.
There.
It's called a sail. No, that's on a ship. Flops. Silly. God.
Movies have stopped being art. Yeah. No, actually, for real though, movies have stopped being art, and it's just making as much money as possible. Like,
Yeah.
there's like certain directors you can watch, and you know that what they make art. Christopher Nolan, beautiful creator. Like, he's an artist. He makes art. Beautiful movies.
Quentin Tarantino. Would you say he is an artist?
I recognize the name, but I don't know which movies he's made.
Fuck, what's the name of the movies? Pulp Fiction?
Oh, yes, 100% of them. Yeah.
That guy, yeah.
Tim Burton, yeah. And then you have Hollywood directors like Michael Bay.
I think even Michael Bay has a bit of passion. Like, it may not be good passion, it may not be passion in the right places, but
Well,
like,
okay,
in
yeah.
order to make that many movies and stuff, I think he enjoys what he does.
Okay,
Even if
yeah,
it
you know
is
what? Fair
butchering
enough,
the
yeah.
Transformers
There's
movies.
some truth to that, yeah.
That man loves feet.
I will say, the first
Wait?
3 original Transformers that he made, they hold up well. I think they are really good.
It is commonplace for people to just shit on those movies, but I remember watching them when I was younger, and like, they're fine.
Yeah?
Like, they do suffer from, I don't know what you would call it, but they all look so ugly,
They
high
got that
detail.
Hollywood filter. The same one that's
Yeah,
in the Jurassic Park movie.
like I like the Transformers animated from the 80s where they look like robots, whereas in like the Michael Bay stuff, they look like machines.
Yes.
Not as big a fan of that, but like I watch the movies. I got entertainment out of them. I laughed when the big construction robot had testicles. Balls mentioned. Of course, everybody laughs at the balls.
Balls.
That Christopher
The
Nolan
new one,
makes
they just
super
look like
inaccurate historical
blokes.
movies. Well, I mean, if that's just coming from Owen, who's history nerd. So
Yeah,
of course he's gonna have a
that's
problem with it.
literally a you problem, Owen.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same people that get angry that the Jurassic Park movie has the inaccurate dinosaur.
Yeah.
It's like, unless you're a fucking nerd,
No, but
watch
I'm
this.
personally, I'm not trying to make
1918 was
fun
like
of
a
you, Owen.
massive movie.
I'm literally saying that yeah, that you can use for like any movie that is like in some kind of way. Like, the people who are passionate of that thing, they will
Good?
have a problem with it. Huh?
Your AI was being a little bit fucky there for a second.
Oh, okay.
Beneath the enemy's scrotum. I didn't even know that he said that. Who watches dinosaur movies? Motherfucker. Jurassic Park was like one of the biggest movies of the time
Yeah, it's
when it
like an
came out.
iconic 90s movie. Or
Yeah,
series,
it's like
I
Titanic.
should say.
The people that watched the Titanic weren't watching it because they were like, I can't wait to see this accurate portrayal of what life was like on the SS Titanic, and its journey to its death. They were like, dude draws boobies in it. I'm gonna watch it. Granted, I haven't seen Titanic. I should though. I heard it's a good
it's
movie.
it's a good movie.
I haven't been able to watch some of the movies that you've been putting on because I've been playing video game. I've been playing Elden Ring co-op with Kami.
Oh yeah, you have.
So yeah,
You've been playing a lot of
I've been
games.
enjoying it. Yeah. People bitched at me last year for not playing video games when I did my Steam recap. So I'm trying to get those numbers up. I've been doing I've been slacking on Celeste. I haven't played that in a while. But yeah, I've been doing some Elden Ring and some stuff. I went on a 40-minute
I-
rant a few days ago about how basic media literacy ruined Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I think I watched that
I
movie.
feel like because you brought up the games part before we get on
Huh.
that. I feel
Go
like
on.
I have to mention, Chris, you need to watch more movies as well. There we go.
Chris does? Damn, can we bitch at Chris? You know what? Honestly, I did that list of 100 best movies, quote unquote. I want to see how many of those movies Chris has seen. Because I got shit on
Honestly,
for only seeing 10 of them. I'd like to see if Chris has watched that many movies.
there you go, Chris. You need to
You
you
can do
need to
that?
do that.
Yeah. Your next stream, I'll send you the link. Hold up. I know where the link is. Because I sent it to Lay.
Dude,
I gotta
Lord
scroll
of
up
the
on that.
Rings, I didn't watch that until like I don't remember when, but it was like after 2016 at some point was the first time I watched Lord of the Rings trilogy. And it was like it, for being such an old movie, it was like such a mind bog. Like it was actually unbelievable to me when I first watched them, just how good they were. It was kind of like when I first watched Breaking Bad. Like you finish them and it's like just sitting there like, wow, that was
I'll
good.
say this. I would like to watch the Lord of the Rings trilogy. You've put it on before. The problem is I don't want to watch them all in one day. I would want to space
That's
them
fair.
out. Because they're
We can
very
do that.
long movies.
Yeah.
So like yeah,
Lately,
I'd like to watch them.
I've been mixing it up and doing like we've been doing multiple trilogies, but I do like one movie from each day instead. So we could definitely do that.
Yeah.
Well, we can
Be
put it
something.
down. Like next week, we will watch the first Lord of the Rings movie. First day.
All right. I'll try to not schedule anything for them.
It has to be the extended version stuff. Sure.
Go fuck yourself, Riddy. I don't need 4 hours of like a couple dudes walking through a forest.
This is the second Maze Runner movie. Dude, you did not miss anything, Chris. Those Maze Runner movies, they were so long for no reason. They were so dragged out. Just watch the first one and stop. That's better. The first one is really good. I
Oh.
think the first one holds up pretty well. I love the concept in that. But the other two, there's a lot of lore for no reason. I feel like they wanted to make something bigger out of it, but it was just so long and dragged out.
I'll have to watch the first one at some point then. 'Cause I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
You know, hey, I don't know if it's like a cross tangent or something. Whatever happened to like has there been any update on that new Spider-Man Spider-Verse thing?
No.
Because I still remember and they promoted it as a movie without ever promoting it that it's part 1 of
Yes.
2.
If I remember correctly, the third one in that trilogy is it's like one of the most affected movies by the Hollywood what's it called? Strikes?
Writer strike?
Yeah. It was like one of the most
Ah.
affected ones, so it's been delayed by a lot. And
Mm.
as some of you might have noticed, that's the Hollywood strikes. We are in the middle of the period that's being affected by it. Those strikes are the reason why there's practically no new movies right now.
It's
For
like
good reason. I support them. All power
hey,
to them.
maybe that's the reason that this new Jurassic Park is so shit. You know?
Honestly, that I don't think it would make a difference because I don't think any of. I think the first Jurassic World movie they made when they like made a we're gonna continue the Jurassic Park, when that first happened and the world it took the world by storm. That one I think is like okay. I think it does a okay-ish job at upholding the Jurassic Park feeling. But they
Hmm.
should have stopped after that one. I don't like what they have done after.
But money. Also, to go back to the Spider-Verse thing, Flop said the cliffhanger fucked me up so hard. Yeah, that's
Yes.
I again, that was annoying to me. Like that was that was annoying in a bad way. Where it, again, it was never promoted as a this is part 1 of part 2. It was only ever
Yes.
promoted as this is the new Spider-Verse movie. So when you're watching it and it's like, man, we've really far in and there's like no real conclusion. And then the cliffhanger happens and it's like, part 1 of 2. It's like I I wouldn't have watched this movie if I had known this was part 1 of 2. I would have waited until the second part was out and then watched them both.
I
Which
would
I
have
get that's
preferred.
why that they promoted it like that way. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, I would have preferred knowing about it beforehand as well. I still would have watched it because I wouldn't want to get spoiled, but it would be like
Yeah,
more enjoyable going into it at least.
at
I
least
do
you
agree
know
with
so
you.
you don't get angry at the end.
Yeah,
Because that way I know, okay, this is going to end as a cliffhanger. Like I understand that now. We're this far in the movie, all this stuff has happened, but there's no resolution there yet. I know it's coming now, as
I will
opposed
say
to being slapped in the face.
one thing the second movie really sparked is the curiosity to see like I've kind of been like skimming through it from time to time to like see if there's any like hidden details because the first one did. I'm gonna try to avoid spoilers. So you shouldn't have to worry. I'm not gonna go into detail. The second movie does reveal something that is actually hinted in the first movie, with nobody knowing until it was actually revealed in the second one. So it makes me curious about what
Hmm.
other details there might be that points towards certain things that we might not catch up on right now. But like
Yeah,
they are
we'll
beautiful
know in
movies.
retrospect.
Yeah.
Like we'll see the new movie and be like, oh shit, that was referenced to before we even knew it was a thing. If they do it properly, they plan ahead.
Yeah. The Spider-Verse movies are great. They are those are
They're
movies the
enjoyable.
work of art.
Like that, animated movies can be good. It's crazy thought, but yeah, it can work. Um,
Then you have shit like that one Spirit animated movie. I forgot what the fuck it's called, when it was like a pet that was being reincarnated as different pets. And it was like, it was something we watched during one of the movie nights, and it was such a acid trip, lucid dream kind of movie. Like it had this story. It felt like it was written by AI. It was so odd, and they had such weird lines. Yes, it was fever dream kind of movie. Like that movie is actually a movie that I think you would enjoy just because of how weird it is. Like, I don't want to say it's bad. It's just there's no way a human came up with this. It's so odd.
Hmm. It's entertaining in the confusing way.
Yeah. I think you would
Yeah.
actually enjoy watching it.
I
I
mean,
forgot its
maybe
name.
you. Uh, this might be a weird take, but I recently saw, I think last month, The Breakfast Club. Have you seen that movie?
No.
Oh, I'm surprised. But the gist of it is there's like 5 or 6 kids like in this old school high school, and for each of their own reasons they got detention and they have to stay after class. They have to on the weekend, and they get to know each other over the course of everything. Uh and they become friends, and they're all buddy buddy by the end, but they have their troubles and stuff. I much preferred the beginning of the movie when it was very awkward between them. When they there was like, for instance, one of the scenes was like each of them getting their lunch out, and one of the girls had like a weird lunch or something, and the way that they interacted was so awkward, I found it funny. But by the end of it, they were like actually friends, and I was like, this isn't entertaining anymore. I liked it better when they were all freaks, when they all didn't know each other, and it was just cringe, but funny cringe and awkward. You'd have to watch the movie to like know what I'm talking about. I recommend. It's a good movie, but it's I don't know how to explain it. It's the
Yeah.
weird kind of funny in the beginning, where you're like, these people are all nutcases. The Breakfast Club. I recommend it. I don't know. I just wanted to say that.
Why
Yeah,
would you
no,
do that?
I think it's interesting.
It was also, this has nothing to do with anything, but it's something I remember noting down that I wanted to talk about. Have you? Because I think Mr. Beast does it. Uh, you know those when they promote ad on YouTube, like in the video, and they have like a little timer bar, like built into the video of, here's the progress through the ad, the ad read. That fucking bar is not accurate on purpose. It's really fucking fast at the beginning, and then it starts to slow down to a crawl as you get further into the ad. So
That's
it's
funny.
moving really quickly, so you think, oh, this will be a quick ad, but then it slows down and slows down and slows down as you're further and further into the ad, and it
That's
it pisses me off
that's
because it
funny
feels like
and
a
smart,
false
but in a
advertisement.
deceptive way.
Yeah, it's deceptive.
Human
I don't
psychology.
know.
That's
I
that's what I'm
watched a
saying.
video
Content creation is
with
all
the
about
ad in it.
psychology and understanding how to read your viewers.
It it's deceptive. And I know it legitimately is. It moves quickly at the start. So your brain tells you, "Oh, okay, this will be a quick ad. This won't be long." But then Mm. I hate
Yeah,
it.
I
And
will
I
say,
hate that
I
whole
think the
practice.
best person
But
or best content creator I've ever seen to handle ads is the internet historian. I love watching his ads because they are actual bits. They're actual commitments. They're enjoyable.
Yeah.
They're part of the movie or
I've
part of the video. Well, his videos are basically movies at this point. Costa Concordia, that video is like legendary.
yeah. I've known a few people, I don't know off the top of my head, but when you can make your ad read entertaining, if you can make it its own little story, I think Eric from Comment Etiquette does that stuff as well. It's entertaining. It doesn't feel like an ad read. Like you're being sold a product, but you're not like it's not like, all right, guys, today I want to talk about my new favorite thing that's been helping me get through the day. This is Sport Juice, and it's been helping me really get through. My work day has sucked, but Sport Juice makes me come. And it's like,
Yeah, or
this is so
anytime
not in the video.
any content creator promotes a game and it's like they say, and I actually play this and I really enjoy it. Like, no,
No, you don't. Go
don't
fuck
say
yourself.
that.
You're lying to us.
If you say that, I know you're lying.
Yeah, join my guild. I'm active on it every other day. It's like, sure, buddy. Sure you are. Anyway, gamer subs. Use code Totless at checkout, right?
Yes,
You've got a
I
card. You're gonna new V. You can talk about V cards now.
well, yeah, I can talk about VCard now. They posted their roadmap, their committed to like more stuff, improving it, and the roadmap says 3 more sets. And
Yeah.
honestly, I don't give a shit about like getting a flavor would be cool, sure, but I don't care about that. I want to be featured in more V card sets. So use code Totless. It will increase my chances of being in V card.
Are they going to add? I thought they were just going to add more VTubers. Are they going to make more cards from pre-existing
I did.
VTubers?
I don't know. I don't know.
I would
I actually have
figure they would.
no idea, and that's why I'm saying use code Totless. Increase the chances. You know.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I who knows what happened. Use code Totless. I
Yeah.
personally
No,
think
I'm
that. I mean, I don't know what cards they would add with using pre-existing characters. What would they would would they add like mega evolutions like Pokemon, like stuff like that? Where
no.
you
It
take
might
a
just be.
pre-existing thing and make it bigger?
It depends. Okay. First and foremost, it depends on how they change the game. But because they have said that they want to change the game mechanics, and make it work differently. So the first edition cards, yes, they will be unplayable. You might be able to use them as proxy cards, but all the effects and everything like that is going to change. I think that's good because I want V card to be playable and enjoyable. They have said that it says in the roadmap that they will be adding a new element. So a new element
I saw that.
means a whole new line of VTubers, potentially. Um, as
Me.
for like new additions or like featuring old VTubers or previously featured VTubers, again, it could just be like a new card with new effects, or they maybe they go for a theme, like Lunar New Year theme, and they have like it could be a smaller set where there's only one of each instead of having like 3 different versions to keep like make
Okay.
it easier to work with themes. Like there's different ways to take it, basically.
Yeah, it could be interesting. I mean, I'm looking it. I guess it's kind of like in certain games, in card games, when the very early sets they don't know fully what they're doing, so a lot of the
Yeah,
cards are just broken, unplayable, banned from competitive play. Yeah.
yeah. I have high hopes for V card. I think Well, as long as they work with people who are passionate and knowing about like TCG, I think they have
Get
very good chance.
Wubby on the team behind the actual card game, please. That man knows card game stuff. He will be a good asset.
I
Might sell smaller packs. That's
they
cool.
without revealing like details, they have said that to me that I can bring them feedback. So I plan to
Oh,
put stuff together to bring to them. I'll be talking with a couple of people in the community for a lot like TCG stuff. So
okay. They should have. Oh wait, yeah.
that is actually something that they're talking about like IRL stores and stuff like that. That makes me think that I would want to see more products, as in different variations, not just booster boxes, like starter decks, maybe like some smaller pack, like blister packs or something, like a small collection box or something like that. Just more options so you don't have to spend like $90 plus shipping.
I mean, if you do
An
like
introduction.
the themed decks with like
Yeah.
later things, you could make it so you can have like this deck is comprised more of this one specific VTuber or this type, this like a psychic deck or whatever. I don't know all the
Wait. Sorry.
what.
I just saw Chris comment. Lily had some info on stream today. They might sell in smaller packs in the future and bring it to stores. That would be sick.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Like seeing that
This
in
right
person,
here is my favorite thing
like just at the
ever
store.
in the history of forever. I think about
Little
this every
booster
day.
packs.
I think about this all night long. I
Probably
stay
be
awake,
expensive though.
not sleeping, because I'm thinking about this.
What fuck are you?
Eh,
Are you good?
Yeah, don't worry.
What? Okay. What else is there to talk about? It's been a weird week.
It has.
About, I mean, go back about I know I've brought this up many times before. The recent video. What was that, like number 93? Totless best moments? I think I looked at the description. You're almost at 100.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
That'd be a good time to go back and watch your old content. You hit a big
True.
milestone, 100 episodes, right?
True.
Hey, stop! Why?
Should do
I just
that.
don't get it. I always catch you watching.
Why did
Oh,
Max
hello, Max.
come out of
This
your head?
is sickening.
I got Australians on my mind sometimes. They're pretty cool.
Oh. I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
React any to your own content.
I'm saying, like giving the director's commentary. I want you to watch your old, like original videos because you are going to cringe at them. You're going to hate them, and it's going to be funny.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, I mean, and speaking of you, the whole reason that we're in this world.
Oh yeah. We haven't
This
touched that yet.
we don't. No, yeah, the world that we're in is kind of a little reference for us. See, a long time ago.
In a galaxy far away, Nebu was on a rain sorry.
Why am I this here Anakin guy? Maybe Vader someday later, but for now he's the small fry.
He
I
left
love Weird Al.
his home and kissed his mommy
Kissed his
goodbye,
mommy
saying
goodbye,
soon I'm gonna be
saying
a
soon I'm gonna be a
Jedi.
Jedi. Soon I'm gonna be a Jedi.
That's a good song. Like, that's probably his best song ever. And what's funny about that, before we get onto this, okay, funny fact
Okay.
about that, that entire song he made, Weird Al, he made that entire Star Wars song reading I think the back of like a video or DVD or something like that. He made all of that from like very, very,
Didn't
very little information. That song came out before the release of the actual movie.
Yeah, he also saw an early one of the first screenings of it. He was invited to.
Oh, okay, that I didn't know.
Yeah. Believe me, I'm a Weird Al fan. I've listened
I
to
like
his
Weird
music
Al.
ever since I was young. I had Weird Al in 3D on a cassette tape and a CD.
I can't believe Michael Jackson stole
Influential.
his song.
It is fucked up that Michael Jackson would do that. I don't. You know, like you listen to some Eminem stuff, right?
Yeah.
Did you? I take it you probably haven't heard the leaks that came out recently. Like I
No.
think a couple weeks ago. Because one of them is an earlier version of uh the song Antichrist from his latest album from 2005. That was very much about Michael Jackson, and
Oh.
it is like I understand a lot of people are like, oh my god, his music's so crass and so rude. Even I listened to it and was like, damn, that I am glad that did not come out because Christ. I can
Speaking
link it to
of
you
that,
after.
actually,
It's something.
that's another thing, okay, that I use my phone. Like, Michael Jackson's Thriller, it's like unbelievable what a big song that is and still is. It still holds records to this day that no other song have beaten.
It I think it's a product of its time in a sense that came out. I mean, that was like the MTV era, right? When MTV was getting big and like music
No,
videos and stuff. No, it
I'm
was
pretty sure this was
pre-MTV.
before.
Ah, because that is when music and television started to become big.
Yeah,
It's also
it
I've noticed something. Songs have gotten shorter.
yes, and
Like
there's a reason for that. Radio.
yeah, well, that and like the way that I look at it, you look at like Michael Jackson's album, those songs are very long. It's the same like Burn Baby Burn is a very old song as well. And when we dance to it, it's a long song. The way I look at it is because there wasn't much else to do. So you wanted the most bang for your buck when you bought an album, when you bought
Yeah,
music like from a place. So you wanted the songs to be long. That way you felt like you got your money's worth. Nowadays, with music being free and streaming and attention spans being so much shorter, songs are like 2-3 minutes long.
yep,
Whereas like back then they were like 5.
yep. It's very interesting. All of that. I don't think we're ever gonna have another um fuck what's that one band called from like England that was like also massive, like biggest
Beatles?
ever. Yeah, Beatles. I don't know how I forget their
You
name.
forget the Beatles.
Yeah, Beatles and Michael Jackson. I don't think we're ever gonna have another like musicians that get to their scale. I don't think we're
Taylor
like
Swift. I
no,
hate to say it.
she's big,
You say
but she
that.
doesn't have the notoriety that they did.
Everybody knows Taylor Swift.
Yes, but it's not the same. It's uncomparable.
I don't
The
know.
level, no. Taylor Swift, yes, everyone knows of her, but she doesn't have influence. Michael Jackson and Beatles, they had influence. Influence and notoriety are two
You
different
say
things.
that. You say that, but do you not know like uh the stands behind Taylor? The people that
No,
will die and kill for Taylor if you talk
I'm
bad
fully
about
aware.
her?
I'm fully aware. But that's more of access. It's easier than ever before for people to access her music. And I think that's the big reason why. Don't get me wrong, she's big. She's by far one of the biggest of our time. Absolutely. But I don't think she compares to Michael Jackson or Beatles. They were still bigger than she is right now. And that was in a time where internet was non-existent. Especially during Beatles. Beatles is probably the only one who could be bigger than Michael Jackson. But like it's just like
I don't see. I don't know. Like they're. I think. I mean, I agree. Yeah, to get that big without like uh, uh without the use of the internet is impressive. But to take away from that, like that was the Western world, wasn't it? Like that was America and England. That like the Beatles were big.
yeah.
Whereas people, because of the access, people from all around the world
Yeah. And that's
know
kind of
Taylor
what I'm getting at.
or
Like
Drake,
number
for
wise,
instance.
yes, more people know of Taylor than probably who knew about Michael Jackson or, Beatles. Yes. But I'm comparing it to like the average of the day and the average of their day. So like it's a very difficult question to answer because you're comparing to completely different periods of time and access. And yes, ABBA
Yeah,
is
it's hard to
definitely a
compare
big
them.
one as well, but I would still not say that ABBA was anywhere near Michael Jackson or Beatles. And I
What about
wouldn't say that
Elvis?
ABBA was bigger
He
than Taylor
he rank
Swift.
up there?
Huh?
Elvis? He was
Elvis is
big.
definitely high up there. Yeah. No, he was definitely high up there as well. He's probably on that shelf as well. Yes.
Who the fuck is
Who the fuck
ABBA?
is
Damn,
ABBA is a
that's
here
your
you go,
culture.
perfect example. Yeah, ABBA is like a Sweden's most successful artists ever. It's
I love how
but it's a group of four people.
there's 4 of them?
Yes,
I didn't even know
that's what
that.
creates the name. It's the first letter of each person.
I did not know that. I like how you've got ABBA as like your most successful, most famous, and then Chris has got Ylvis.
Yeah, I was
That's what
about to
they got.
say. The stark difference.
Yeah. You are the dancing queen, young and free, only 17. Versus ding 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 ding. That's crazy.
Yeah. And then we also have like, Avicii. Avicii is definitely high up there. He's definitely high, like
I think
very, very big.
I I don't want to be mean to you, Top, but I think like Taylor probably bigger than Avicii.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
No
okay.
questions asked.
Yeah, because
I'm not saying
I
like
could
he's on
not
the
name
shelf
you a
from
single Avicii
Elvis or
song.
Michael Jackson. I'm just saying like he's definitely big. He's probably
He
comparable
was
to
big.
ABBA, I would say.
Maybe. No, still ABBA, like people they've got the history. They've got like the amount of time that they've had to become established. I think
Yes.
Avicii hasn't had that much time yet.
Yes. That's what I'm saying, comparable. Like It's a fair comparison. They might not be exactly.
the f-
And yes,
What the
Chris
fuck
does
is Alan
have
Walker?
faded,
What?
no copyright sounds or no copyright music on YouTube. Do you know which channel that is?
I might have seen it, but again, like that, you're getting even more niche with that. If you're talking about no copyright
Yes.
music on YouTube, as opposed to
That's where
Avicii, which
Alan
has had
Walker
worldwide
started out.
success.
That's where Alan Walker like found his success. And yes, Alan Walker is not like, we're no longer talking about like biggest of the big. Alan Walker is a world famous artist, but he is like uncomparable to Taylor Swift. Not
any of those
even
people.
remotely
Yeah.
close. Yeah.
Nowhere near the levels of Ylvis.
Alan Walker has not become mainstream to the level that Avicii or any of others have. He's big, but that's more so online.
I'm really trying to think of like other artists from like recent times, as in like from 2000s on. Kanye? Whether you like him or
Let's
not,
stop. No, let's
he's
not talk
well
about him.
known.
Yes,
Like I'm
but
not
let's
gonna
not
say
talk
anything
about him.
about the guy himself, but yeah, music.
Swedish House Mafia. That's a big one. They are
Who?
not big anymore. They
Who?
kind of faded away. Yes, exactly. They have faded away. But they were very big. They were some of the biggest artists back in like 2010.
No, you know who was big in 2010? LMFAO. Massive.
That's funny story there. The reason why we never heard anything more from them is because I don't remember who they were. They were a group of two people basically. One
Yes.
that
They were
like
uncle
hurt
and
their foot.
nephew.
Yeah, one of them
Oh.
hurt their foot really bad during one of the like, they were like on a tour. I think maybe it wasn't their foot. One of them got an injury and couldn't perform, and so he asked the other one to if they could like put it on hold, but he didn't want to. He wanted to continue touring, so they basically split. They never made an agreement. That's why you don't see them together anymore.
And one of them became a tennis person. I saw on
What?
Twitter recently. Yeah,
What?
I saw on like one of them made their recent debut in like an Australian Open or something. Something like
The
that.
big
You can look
Afro
it
guy,
up.
or
Yeah, the Afro guy.
that makes
Like
sense.
he
He
plays
looks very
tennis now.
athletic and like agile.
It's crazy. I need
That's funny.
to. Oh wait, I have.
That's very fucking funny.
It's such an odd thing to become though. Of like I went
Yeah.
from making this like massive popular song that everybody
Yeah.
knew, every day I'm
That was
shuffling
like
to
that was an actual
tennis.
viral song.
That was the first viral song that I knew. Like I remember. Hold on a second.
Good morning, Kazi.
Hello. What they were? Did they go to bed and then wake up? They were in my stream like hours ago.
Hello.
I remember being in middle school, and one of my teachers, like my music teacher, talking about that song, like before it fully blew up. Like that was the first major like YouTube music trend, maybe. Maybe not trend,
Yeah.
the word, but
I
one of
remember
the
in
first ones that
particular,
really blew up online.
like the people in my school at least, a bunch of people like back in early 2010, someone like that whole time. Shuffling was very popular in school. Everyone wanted to.
Yeah.
And so there was like the group of people who loved that song and tried to shuffle as it. And then there was the other side who was like, no, that's not actual shuffling. You're doing it wrong.
I remember doing the jerk. It's such a weird minor thing, but that's what I remember. Um,
It-
similarly, talk about people that blew up. Psy, Gangnam Style.
Oh yeah,
He's somebody who
he's
everybody
done
knew for a
multiple
period of
viral
time.
songs. Like he has
Yeah.
track record of knowing how to write songs, and that's funny because after the first one, Gangnam Style, I remember specifically Justin Bieber called him out and said that he was a one-hit wonder and that he will never have success again. And then immediately
Failed.
releases, I think it was Gentleman, and immediately just like, nope, Justin Bieber was wrong.
Yeah, fuck you, Justin Bieber. This is a controversial take. I don't like Justin Bieber. I might be the
He's an
first person
asshole.
to ever say that. Yes. He's had good songs, though.
Without getting political or into iffy topics, he is a victim of P. Diddy and that whole circle of things. So
See,
I'm not gonna be too
That-
harsh.
yeah, that whole era of people, because you've got like what happened with Bieber and what happened with Kesha. Like,
Yeah,
that whole era of music was not good
yeah,
for those people. The music,
yeah.
I'm nostalgic for and enjoy, but the shit that was happening behind the scenes not great. Also, I hate to say this, and I know it's not nearly as bad, as on the level of uh Elvis or the Beatles or stuff. What's their fucking name? I just had it. The Korean group, the K-pop, B12. What is it? What are they called?
Yeah, the one that everyone stand for. That where that whole
Yeah,
stamp culture came from.
BTS. Yes,
BTS, yeah.
They
It's one of
are
those
they are
things
close
you've
to that
heard of.
level
You might not
like,
have heard their music knowingly, but you have heard their music.
yeah. They and
Another
the
person,
the fandom around it.
yeah, another person I would say is probably arguably comparable to Taylor Swift almost would be Ed Sheeran. I love Ed Sheeran
True,
as
I'll
well.
give you that. He was
He's
very well
he's one
known,
of
very
those
popular.
artists that he has such a passion for music, and you can tell in his music. Like it's just so different.
He had that one song, "Shaping You" or something. Uh,
I love his stuff. I'm a
great.
big Ed Sheeran fan.
He had the fucking, what was the other one? He had a couple songs. Gallstone
Beautiful,
Girl. What is it?
Shape of You. Um,
You're my pretty little Gallstone girl.
yeah, Fell Away Girl. I have a like half
Galloway?
of his songs are part of my singing practice playlist.
I know like 3 songs.
Perfect, Shape of You, Photograph, Thinking Out Loud.
I know that one.
Oh yeah,
Photograph. Nickelback?
a couple of more newer ones, but Bad Habits, that's a good one. I love Bad Habits.
My bad habits lead to vice. Da, ba, da, da, da.
Yeah.
I like the dance. I like the one dance that
Castle
we
on
did.
the Hill, Galway Girl, the one you mentioned.
Speaking of dancing, real quick, I wanna say this because I didn't get to say it at DMCA yesterday. Well, I did say it at DMCA, but there wasn't your stream. Next DMCA is going to be on Valentine's Day,
Oh
and it's going
yeah.
to be a duos dance, a couples dance. So the people that are
There you
going
go.
to be there and dancing, find a partner. That way you don't show up and feel left out. I don't want people showing up and then being like, I didn't know this was a thing. I don't have a partner. I feel bad now. So like I want to get ahead of
Yeah.
it and be like, yeah, we have a list of songs that we're gonna go through for it. So they're all couples dances. So there won't be requests, sadly. But I mean if people want to like put song like the duo dances that they know, like into the thing. I guess you can look at that to see
Yeah.
what people are saying they want to see, of like Careless Whisper, for instance.
Yeah.
Ugh. But yeah, I just wanted to get that out there.
Oh yeah, I never
Nickelback
mentioned
is
this.
big. What?
Yeah, but he's big, sure, but
It's a
eh.
band, not a guy. You're thinking of Chad Kroger.
See, I didn't even know that.
I didn't know Swedish House Mafia.
Yeah.
Anyway, what were you gonna say?
I got more
Yeah? You got more
Yeah.
Pokemon cards? Crazy.
Yep.
Man, I wish
So
I was you. I wish I got some Pokemon cards.
when I went to the city to get PC parts, I went by a store that had some. So I bought some. I didn't buy all, okay, to be clear. I'm not that asshole. I didn't buy all. I bought some.
I wish I could go out and buy just some Pokemon cards. I actually talked with my brother because I mentioned the card thing I'm trying to do, and for some reason he bought. There's like packs of it's like 36 packs of cards, but there's only like 3 cards in it. It's like I don't know what I guess they're like trick or treat because they were branded as like trick or treat cards, where I guess you give away a a pack in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
And
got an
yes, Owen.
Ogerpon from it.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. Curse of Ogerpon. Let's go.
There is no curse of Ogerpon.
What? What the fuck? I clicked something. I did not mean to do that.
My body
How do I
is.
unpin a message?
Hello,
How do
TJ. Oh yeah, I have. I forgot to eat this. I took out a protein bar. Man.
Oh, you got a little granola bar?
No.
Oh. Um.
Didn't do your app already.
Oh, Apple review time. Hey, chat, you like apples? Hey, chat, you like apples? You want? Hey, chat. So, we actually got an apple for you today. Ignore my little bit of stuffing. I'm still not completely healed. Today's apple is the Jonah Gold apple. It is subtitled "A Forgettable College Friend." This bicolored New York bred forget-me fruit will vanish from your memory bank like the Ivy League school at which it was developed, Cornell University. A middling sweet tart taste and ordinary crunch is double majored with granular apple meat and electrical tape skin. The Jonah Gold is a C student which took advantage of its privileged upbringing by frequently studying abroad, particularly in Belgium, where it accounts for nearly 70% of that nation's apple production. But make no mistake, no amount of international travel can make this blockable Facebook friend interesting enough to invite you for dinner next dinner party. +1 points for baking.
What are you gonna do when you run out of reviews?
Well, how
Is
many
that
apples
just the
are in
end of
here?
podcasts?
We end the podcast when we go through all of the apples. There's like
Hey, you read pear reviews
a good
or like other
couple
fruits?
dozen. Yeah.
Okay.
I need to go through and look at all the apples I reviewed so I don't double review them. But yeah, I like apples. I don't really like apples that much.
I
The
love
truth come out.
apples.
I much prefer
I'm
pears.
when I went to the city yesterday, I went by a store just to buy a single apple, just to eat.
Okay.
When was the
Were you
last
scared of
time you saw
doctors or something?
anyone do stuff like that? It was just. It struck me when I was walking out of the store eating the apple. When was the last time you saw someone do that?
What is wrong? What is your tail doing? What are you doing?
I don't
Can you
know.
put this thing away? What is that?
Don't touch
Why
my
you...
tail.
Fuck you, I'll touch your tail if I want to. Anyway, you know, we never actually talked about this world.
Oh yeah, I was drinking. I know my tongue comes out.
Yeah, I could tell.
I mean,
Um,
yeah, this world.
so chat,
We got distracted.
long time ago. I'm trying to think, when do we know that, like, the date that this happened?
I think it was in October at some point because I know I was
Was it
drinking and it was like that specific period of time in like 2021, I think, when I was
it was
drinking
during your
a little bit more.
break when you were on you took a break from streaming?
Okay, yeah, then it
Oh,
was between July and like October at some point, somewhere in between there.
I want to say, I mean, Chris would have the exact date because it was a VOD. Hold on, I need to get a drink as well, real quick. I've been yapping for like 7.5 hours. So I guess in October or something, in this world, you were on vacation from streaming. You were taking a break because was it that you were streaming too much, or you were getting burnt out or something?
Yeah, I was getting burnt out, or I had gotten burnt out.
Um, so you got burnt out. You needed a big old break, so you took that, and that was when I had known you beforehand. Like, I was already friends with you, but I didn't really talk to you that much because I was intimidated by you, surprisingly enough. Because here's this big streamer lady who's a mute, and I don't know what she's thinking or talking about or anything. I don't really hang out with her or her community. So the few times that I join is when Chris joins her, and then I join off of Chris. But an interesting time period. I had gotten VR and full body not that long ago, and I don't know why. I don't know why you were there. You probably joined off of Fix, maybe, because I know Fix was
Yeah,
here.
I think so.
Because you were just suddenly there, and it was like, whoa, what's Tot doing here? And but that was it. And for some reason, in like almost this exact spot, Chris was standing on the railing. She was streaming. There was a couple other people. For what reason? Like, what went through your mind?
I don't know. I
You were
think it was just
drunk.
like okay. I wasn't drunk. I was more like
Y-
tipsy.
You were tipsy. Okay.
Yeah, and I think it was. I would imagine that it was probably a case of like I was kind of like loosey goosey kind of. You gave a funny reaction to something, probably and just escalated from there. That's what I would
Yeah.
guess, at least.
Again, I didn't really know you that well. I didn't interact with you too much. So when you came up to me, I was legitimately like, "Hello, I don't know who you are, lady. You know, how's it going?" And I guess somebody mentioned that it looked like you were about to attack me, to which you then attacked me, which started the whole relationship between me and you, where you pinned me to the ground, There were photos taken.
The hand videos.
And video. There are a couple
I actually
videos.
found those videos like not long ago. Completely
Yeah,
separate,
I've
like
got them saved.
context. Oh, okay.
Is any of that even able to be released? Because I know there are certain videos that
You
you're
could
showing
probably
a bit
like
of skin.
you could probably like edit it to cut out those parts. But in general, I think it would be fun.
That yeah. Where
Good morning, Chromia.
I don't know. Where would
Chromia
that
wakes up
go?
at 5 a.m. I woke up at 2 a.m.
Gotta love those European sleep schedules. um. Yeah, I don't even know who. I mean, we could. I don't know. Somebody would need to like edit it down a bit, and then I guess could probably put it on my channel. Maybe there's like a time vault.
Yeah.
You need a freelance editor. I mean, Ben, I can. We can send you the footage. There's not a whole lot to work with because not everything was recorded, but there are moments. Um. But yeah, so that was kind of the start of everything. There's the stuff happened in that tent over there
Yep.
where both of us took a photo at the same time unknowingly
Oh yeah.
from the like a Steam screenshot.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Going down
The fact that
memory lane. Holy shit.
we
We had the
both
same
did that at
thought.
the same time. We didn't even know. So it was just my face in fear and your face. You didn't have a great face at that point.
I
Like
hate
your
how
blush
that
was
looked.
purple.
It wasn't even purple. It's more
Um,
like it was magenta.
I get yeah.
And
We
it
have
was
to
very
relook at the photo.
harsh. Like it
Yeah,
the
you
expressions on the 2.0 was not good. It's
was on the
straight up.
ground right here. It was in the tent, Chris. The photo. I remember. Um, you didn't have teeth. I think was like a really creepy part where your mouth would open, but it would just be
Oh.
weird.
Huh.
Can you recreate that scene? We're not gonna recreate it.
No.
Um,
Fuck you.
but
The audio in my left thing
what?
is bugging out. It's like
You
cutting
need a
out,
new
you know?
headset?
Yes.
Oh, we need to see it. Chris, do you still have it saved? Or do I have I might have it saved somewhere. Um, I'll look briefly. I won't dwell too
Why is
much
it
on it.
always the left one that breaks?
You sleep on it. I don't know. Okay, not
No.
that.
I don't stick there.
Not that you know. Would it be in here? Maybe. I don't think it'd be in here. I'll check one more thing. Miscellaneous. No? Man. Wait, no. Memes. I think it might be in here. Well, I've got other photos of us. That's interesting. Uh 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 I hate dead air. Oh, I
Ines.
found it.
Noises.
Yeah, okay. Chris also found it. Thank you.
Stretch check. I'm too lazy. I wanna lay down. I wanna go back to sleep.
Here you go, Ben. You can put that on screen as the evidence, the proof of life.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
God,
You see
that's
what I mean
so
by like
ugly.
your mouth is
Yeah, and
it's gummy.
God, I hate that so much.
Well, it's good that you hate it. When you look back on your previous work and like I can and have done so much better than this, it means you've improved. That's a good thing.
That's
But
painful.
yeah, there it is.
That's from this world.
Yep, it's in that
Wait,
tent
wait,
over
wait, wait,
there.
wait. You need to move slightly to the side so you can compare like from back then to now.
Ah. Uh,
Perfect.
man, I haven't really changed, have I? See, you've got this whole glow up, you've got this whole new look, and I got a little bit more color in my skin.
I got more color in my skin as well, you know.
You do.
To be
You're not,
fair,
pure white anymore, but you also have
you
new hair and new face and new clothes and new everything. The only
keep in
thing that you
mind,
could tell that, yeah,
I have to point it out, the lighting on your avatar is the same. That lighting in this world has not changed. That is how you would have seen the
well,
avatar.
you would have
I
seen
know.
this going
Well,
further
yeah, but
darker.
yeah. Sorry. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say the only way that you could tell that you and the person in that photograph are the same person is the eye colors and the belt. Other than that,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to tell it that's the same person. Whereas with mine, it's like, oh, you got a bit more tan. You put on a slightly bigger hoodie
That's
because that's
funny.
literally the same hair.
You know what? I gotta say, I actually there's some level of appreciation that you've like. I've said it before. It says quite a lot about your content where you're not like you don't require fancy avatars, fancy new outfits to do content. Kind of.
I mean, I guess, but I'm getting less. I'm getting less viewership. Like I'm getting like I'm doing the same
That's just
content and
everyone
I
in
don't
general
need to
right
like
now.
do that, but I don't get the level of success that like, you or Chris do where you have new outfits and new avatars every so often.
I think you're just waiting for your big break. Hey, I've said this
I
before.
hope.
It's about casting your net and waiting for the luck to happen. You just gotta you need to set up as many nets as possible to increase your odds of catching that luck once it does happen. That's
Tot. Why do you think I want you to collab with like other VTubers so much? It's because then maybe I have a chance that they see me and are like, hey, he's pretty funny. Maybe we should shout him out.
Well, I can say that there has been talks.
That's good. I'm glad that you're
Communication is
communicating.
happening.
Are we gonna finally get
It's
the
interesting.
less crossover of Totless and Nano less? Because I think people would like to see that.
That would be pretty cool. Tallest ex Philium. I don't think she would want to begin with. To put it
I
bluntly, I don't think I
I'm
have enough clout.
sadly, she's
She's very
very collab with
analytics
bigger people.
driven. Yeah, she's very
Yeah.
analytics driven and very like. They're probably never gonna say it, but just realistically, it's about numbers, appealing to
Yeah.
what people want to see. If not enough people want to see X person, then that's probably not gonna be, relevancy. Dude, Nax would be so fucking sick. Nax is like an OG via chat player as well. Like, I love that dude.
Hmm.
I appreciate him. He's awesome.
He's very reactionary as well. Like,
It's
he
kind of
gives
like you
good
said
reactions.
earlier on your stream when you said turn the camera around. It's like this used to be the norm or like
Yeah.
the OG
Yeah.
via chat.
The OG VR chat content is point the camera at the thing and then use that for entertainment value. It'd be
And
one
yes, he has a
person in like
hive
a
mind
funny
chat.
avatar doing stuff.
Yeah, Nax was like, yeah, that was big. I love that guy.
Yeah, and then Nag's 90% of the reason people got on VR chat in early 2018, late 2017, and you got Chromia saying that, and then she's the
Yep.
reason a bunch of newer people got online on VR chat. It's crazy how that works.
Butterfly effect.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. The playlist that I listen to, each of the videos or most of the videos are just named like a food, and the one I'm listening to now is called Pizza, and I really fucking want pizza. You
Yep.
You're you're very relaxed for this podcast.
Yep. I'm tired, man.
I mean,
Yesterday
how long
really
has it
broke
been?
me.
It's been like 2.5 hours. We can stop at like the 2.5 hour mark if you want. If you want to rest.
Dude, this was a bad idea. I'm not getting back up.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like you shouldn't do that because you are someone who you lay down and you're going to pass out, so you have to get out of VR before you pass out.
I will actually pass out.
Don't. This is not a sleep stream, okay?
It is now.
No sleep stream. I'm here. I won't let you sleep.
Damn, it's just like 2021.
Oh god, she's gonna go on a break again, guys. Sorry. She's gonna find a new bunny boy to pin down in this world. My time's up. It's over.
I don't know why yesterday just fucking killed me. I
It was
can't
a
remember
bad day
last
for
time a
you.
day was like, I guess.
You finally fuck you, Chromia. I mean, it was you had technical issues that kept you up all night. Of course, you're gonna be tired today, exhausted. You had to drive out like a bunch of hours to pick up a thing, and then spend a bunch of time installing said thing. That's a normal thing to be tired from. I remember taking a nap with Tot one time. I remember the first time that I met Tot, I was a furball, and she like slept in a world with someone, and
Oh
I just kind of
yeah,
sat there for a while. That was when you friended me.
yeah. I
It was
I
like
think I saw
Juice, I
you in
think.
your furball avatar like twice. Once in Room of Rain and once in the drinking world, the blue one. Rob Roman's voice.
I mean, I ran into you a couple times when I was a furball. One of them was during the first Christmas event. You were in a stage world. There was a few people. Uh, I got stuck somewhere, and you did this and said bye because we didn't interact. Uh, Another time was during the Christmas event. You were in an igloo world, and me and Chris were on top of an igloo, and you patted me and then left. And I said to Chris, "Wow, she's not being mean to me. It's so nice that somebody didn't see me as a furball and kick me." Yeah, the igloo. Yeah, yeah. Funny how things changed. How one of
Yeah.
our first interactions with you being nice to me and me noting how you were nice to me, and now you're an asshole.
Now I'm an asshole.
I mean, at the time, you had no quarrels with me. One of the first things you did to me was bounce on me because I was a big ball.
Hell. No,
I
nowadays it's
remember
more like,
getting.
why am I spinning?
Why are you spinning?
Oh, controller. Nowadays it's more like just bantering between friends, I would say.
I mean,
Like
yeah. When I say you're
late
an asshole, I
2021 when
don't
that whole
mean it.
thing, that was like we didn't really, you know each other that well. It was mainly stream content, to be realistic about it. That's what it was.
I'm. He, yeah. Also, I want to say, uh, uh, to really get behind the curtain, when you were attacking me, and you would often do it naked,
I think I might
I knew
just put a
very little
knife in.
about
I
your
think that's a
skin,
really good idea.
and so I
See if it
legitimately
works.
did not know
Beautifully.
if if you were attracted to me, like, if you wanted to do something, if this was like a thing. I mean, I know now, no, but back then I was like, a girl is on me and she's naked and she's attacking me. What does it mean? Uh, but yeah, like I'm aware that the bullying stuff back then
It,
was like all it was jokes. I mean, it is still today.
yeah, kind of like
Uh,
we don't really bully in the same way anymore. Like that whole thing stopped because
no,
people couldn't separate, you know, content from reality.
yeah.
Just
So I have another one I found when I was looking for it of like, man, remember this stuff?
I remember, Chromia. I have a specific memory of you sleeping in a world, and I think it was back when you had that underwear toggle, and I think you were sleeping in that underwear, and there was someone else in the world as well who decided to also put on underwear and sleep in that world. And then I remember Soul waking you both up with blasting like super loud sounds.
Scotland
I
forever.
actually think that's like the exact sound he played.
Well, because that's what he used to do. If he found
Oh,
somebody sleeping in world, also this is like this was
I'm
this was
avoiding names by
our
the way because I don't want to make drama.
interactions.
Everyone knows who.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
Oh,
but yeah,
God, what a fucking baby face. And I'm actually not talking about you for once.
yeah. I mean, yeah, that was you back in the day. That's what you looked like.
God, I hate it.
Boshi's neck so thin. That's my original avatar, which is a fucking stick.
Look at those hands.
Go
Look
fuck
at those
yourself.
hands.
That was like the one joke that I was actually starting to get annoyed by.
I remember
But yeah,
when
like
we were
that. Yeah,
in
that
that
was.
world and Chris was actively like changing the size of the head, I think. His
He
tiny,
was
tiny
he
increments. Or if it was the hands.
no no. You're conflating two things. I've talked about this before. Because I think I was talking to Artie about it. There was the day that for some reason I thought that she had made me shorter.
Oh, yeah.
Um, and they didn't make me shorter, but then they did start to make me shorter. That was like that started on like a plane, like a jet plane world.
Okay,
And
because I remember
I was going
specifically when
schizo.
we're in the winter world with the like water.
Yes, that was a separate thing where they did make my hands smaller. I think they took my hoodie off at some point. I don't remember. Um, but yes,
Oh,
that was another thing
I just have to point
where
out, I think
they
it's
made my
funny.
hands smaller.
In the background, it looks like
Hmm.
fireworks is coming out of my head. I'm getting ideas. This is what it
I
looks. Oh,
wish you were
never mind.
getting
That wasn't a good
ideas.
one. See, the barely like popping.
Can you stop spurting out the top of your head?
Still. Speaking of adventure, that's the ideas
That was
escaping. Oh.
almost unintelligible. Speaking of ideas,
Speaking of
are
Ed
I
Sheeran,
oh, are we gonna have a game show this month?
Blue.
Did you hear that, chat? The salad fingers was the fry that Free made. Not Free, Feast. I heard
I said
gargle. Yeah?
hopefully. I don't know
Hopefully.
I'm tired.
I know. Do you want to call it then? We're at 2.5 hours.
I think with my call here, I've covered all my topics that I had.
Yeah, I don't think there's much for me to talk about either. And plus you're dead, so it wouldn't be too much of a conversation.
I should sit up. Oh, I should fall asleep. Ah.
Yeah.
Boja Dog is a dead body again. No, I'm not going to bed.
Again? What do you mean again?
I don't know. Now I want egg.
Yeah, so do I. Too bad I can't fucking get any.
I think I have egg.
Lucky.
I'll never boil some eggs. Just put in the fridge. I have. I want to start eating more oatmeal as
Bitch.
well.
This fucker's talking about her eggs and her Pokemon cards that she has, and I'm sitting here with neither.
Dude, deviled eggs are so nice. Oh my god.
Fuck
I
you!
love
I
deviled
wanted
eggs.
to boiling some eggs, cutting them in half, scooping out the yolk, putting it into a container, getting some mayo, getting some mustard, getting some red wine vinegar, mixing that shit up, putting it back into the half cut open eggs, and eating that shit is amazing. I don't
Never
fuck
had
the
that.
paprika. I don't put paprika.
I usually
that
just
is
put a
deviled
bit
eggs to me.
of mayo and some like dill.
No, you put a little
I
bit
need
of
to try
mayo,
that.
little bit of mustard, little bit of red wine vinegar. A lot of people put like red paprika or something on it. I don't like that.
Oh damn it. Fanatical, I swear to god, I'm
Yolk,
banning
tuna,
you.
and mayo.
Oh, it wasn't fanatical. What the fuck? Misfire.
Shots fired! Shots fired! But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's how I make deviled eggs. That's how my mother made deviled eggs, and that's how I make deviled eggs, and I want them.
It sounds
But
tasty. I'm actually gonna try that.
yeah, I can like, I can list it off.
Yeah.
But it's good, man.
Hi, Waffles. Waffles
Come on,
has
I
nice
want
hips.
eggs. They've got
We should do
good
a tier
proportions.
list of people's hips in the community. Let people
We
submit.
could. Hey,
And it should
I
specifically
need...
be people in the community.
Yes.
Fuck! I had an idea. Okay, I wrote something down. I'm sorry for interrupting you. I know you had something, but I
You're
had
fine.
an idea for something we could do today.
Okay.
I don't think we're gonna do it because it's too late. Pokemon starters tier list. I think that's the one. That's something I wanted to
That
do with
sounds
you.
fun. Yeah, I'd be down to do that. I have a tier list that I need you and Chris for.
Go.
You agreed to it despite not really knowing what it is, but I
Sounds
think
good.
you'll enjoy it. I don't know what day you'd want to do that, what day you'd have available for it. You
Yeah.
gotta plan that. Uh,
I want to play
while
The
we plan
Sims
that, we
1.
can help get his SSD installed. Maybe.
Oh yeah,
You want to what?
I want to play The Sims 1.
Good luck getting it to run. I've heard people are struggling to get shit to
Yes.
work, but
1, you can only run it at max 1080p, and 2, you should cap it at 30 FPS. That seems to be the best optimal settings right now.
okay. I will say there was. I guess I'll say it because I never got around to it. I attempted. I wanted to do an only Neckos Sims because I downloaded Sims 4 because I think it was free or something.
You should do that on
Uh,
Sims 2. I think that would be much more fun.
Here's the problem. I downloaded it. Well, I downloaded the fourth one, and my immediate problem was that there was no purple hair toggle. So I immediately scrapped it because if I can't make the characters have purple hair, 3 out of the 5 people there I can't make.
I'm telling you, you should do it in The Sims 2 just because The Sims 2 is like a perfect balance between options and scuff. It has the scuff of the original, but it has a lot more customizability. In fact, I think Sims 2 is the most customizable The Sims. And
Okay, I could try that.
if you get the Legacy collections, you get all of the like important DLCs and stuff. It's like $30.
Ooh.
I'm probably gonna try that as well at some point. Not necessarily
Yeah.
like only Nicholas, but like something in it because I
Yeah,
love The Sims.
Yeah, it's a. I've never actually played it, but I've enjoyed watching it. I think it could be entertaining. I like the idea of just kind of observing
Yeah.
the only Neckos as Sims to see what y'all get up to.
So
But
The Sims 2, this is gonna be completely random. This is something that very few actually know of. It's a very, very obscure game mechanic when it comes to building in The Sims 2. The Sims 2 had a lot of like unintended cross compatible effects. So if you remember, The Sims 2 introduced the option where you could have like hide and like put your house up on like a foundation. Yeah. You also had so you could put like staircases, but like infinitely like so you can. It didn't require a specific height to make the staircase work. It would just like move to the next like bottom floor tile. So, a very interesting because normally the foundation you cannot connect it to a normal wall. And the assumption was that no, it's impossible. However, if the foundation is the exact height from floor tile to the top of it as a normal wall, you can actually connect them. Very, very, very obscure fact. Now, even more obscure. That height is exactly 3 default staircases. So if you took that infinite staircase and put it on normal ground, if you angle it correctly, it will move the other half upwards. So if you do that 3 times, you get the exact height. You do that 3 times. At the top height, you then use foundation outwards, and that will be the exact height of a wall. That is a super, super, super obscure Sims 2 mechanic that very, very, very few know of.
Ask me about my wiener.
Like nobody understood what you just said, but you were passionate about it, and I admire that.
That was a
Believe me.
beautiful
Like
clip. Clip that. I'm sorry. Someone at the end of that, someone really asked me about my wiener. It was just
ask
so
me about
perfectly
my
timed.
arena.
That was beautiful. But yeah, there's a bunch of shit like that in The Sims 2. In fact, even more interesting. Did you know? Did you know? Sorry. In The Sims 2, there's actually fuck off. In The Sims 2, there's actually a bunch of lore. Do you know that? There's actual lore
There's like
in The Sims
a
2.
bunny, right?
Yes, but that's
That's
not
where
what
that
I'm
bunny
referring
came
to. I'm
from.
talking about
Oh,
actual
okay.
history lore.
Hmm.
In all the like original cities that are part of when you install The Sims 2, all the Sims and families have a bunch, a fuck ton of history. One of the houses features an old lady living in a mansion, and she is a murderer. It's a very, very obscure. It's not commonly known. You need to put puzzle pieces together, but it's very obvious what the case is. She has a graveyard at the back of the house, and that is her victims, basically. I think you will enjoy this because it's like multi, like long videos that go very deep into it. It's very interesting.
Yeah, I don't doubt you. Like I'm there's a lot of stuff in The Sims. Why does it seem like this is what it's something that she's passionate about? That's why she's waking up from it.
I
Like this
love
is
The Sims 2,
I
okay?
get
I
that.
grew up with The Sims 2.
Yeah, I believe me. What you're experiencing here is what I have with like wrestling, where most people don't give a shit, but the like one or two people that do, they're fucking into it. And that's
Yeah.
you right now with Sims. You're into it and you're passionate about it, but nobody really knows what you're talking about. This is for the two people in chat that know what you're talking about. That's
Yeah.
for them.
What Chrome is talking about, I did that as well. I made a bunch of random Sims that I would just literally kill off because I wanted graveyards. I did that so much that my mom, for a short amount of time, disallowed me from playing because she didn't like that I was just making Sims to kill them.
Hot. Your parents, your mother had to stop you from playing The Sims because she thought you were a fucking murderer.
Yeah.
She thought you were a psychopath.
Yep.
I'm gonna put a
Welcome.
video on Todd's turn on volume. Okay,
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
not talk so I don't have to hear myself.
Satellites, yeah. There's a like a debug cheat command that allows you to like manually trigger everything. I think there's a bunch of videos of Germa playing with that enable and just fucking the game up. Like you can literally break the game with that command. Because it enables everything. Oh shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Sims patch notes.
Yep. I didn't hear the audio from it. I don't think I have that fixed.
I mean, I turned on stream and I was able to hear it.
Yeah, I
But
don't
yeah,
hear it
I think
locally.
I think most people have seen that the
There we go. Now I hear it. Yep. Now, I've actually gone through a lot of the patch notes, and sadly, these are basically cherry-picked for content.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Most of them are not actually that funny. Sadly.
But yeah,
So stupid though.
I might look into The Sims 2 for that idea
I
then.
think you will enjoy. I think it's right down your alley.
I mean, I would mostly just be doing watching. I wouldn't really be interacting too much.
Yeah,
I'd
exactly.
want to just
You will
put y'all
comment
into it,
on
and then
as assuming you do kind
what
of
you
like
do.
a only Neko style where you make all the only Nekos, you will basically be watching them live their life, and you can give them full autonomy and like
Yes,
regulate
that's what I
certain
want to
things
do.
and just react to it.
Make sure
That's
that
kind
they
of
don't,
something
or
like I want to do as well.
try to make sure they don't die.
Can you make
But
like
yeah, the idea.
Bon Hub? That would work. There you go. Group name
Todd,
Bon Hub.
with what bunnies? I've talked about this many
Make
times.
some more.
There's,
Isn't that your entire
there's.
shtick?
I'm trying, okay? It's not as easy when people don't want to make bunnies. Okay, there's me, there's Flops, and there's Puck. Those are like the
That's
only
enough.
3
You
bunnies
can do
that are
it.
like
I believe
in
in you.
our community. I'm not going to fuck them to make more
Yeah, with
bunnies.
that attitude.
I just- But still, like there are so many people that were, but don't give me a thumbs up. There's so many people that were bunnies. Minty, hey Riddy, when's the last time that Minty was actually a Benoy? Because she's got her new avatar, which is like a tan fox girl. It's sad. Again, people who were bunnies not being bunnies anymore. Rune used to be a bunny, not a bunny anymore. He's a dog.
I feel like
Don't think she
Minty
would
fits
mind.
better as a bunny. I'm sorry. Rune's case, I do agree. I think dog suits him because it's
You're gonna make Minty cry.
good. Cry. Oh, piss, baby.
Damn. Minty?
No,
She's
she's
joking.
happy. I'm not joking. I'm honest about my opinion on it, but like it doesn't matter.
I mean, I like them being a bunny as well.
My opinion,
but that's
irrelevant. Be whatever you want to be. Look however you want to look. Be happy with it. Don't give a shit about what I think.
Yeah. I mean, I like the bunny as well because I just have preference for bunny. I think that their new model is nice in its own respect because I mean, tanned Latina, nice. But yeah, I mean, bunny good, but it's just that people aren't really bunnies anymore.
Yeah, and that's not to say that I don't think the Fox one looks bad. I think it looks great. It's just that
Yeah.
I'll get around to it. I'll get
Her-
used to it. It's just I'm used to Minty as a bunny. I think of Minty as a bunny. It's just that take time to adjust. That's all.
They also their personality I think does kind of fit more with bunny than fox, personally.
Yeah.
They like to bite, which I know foxes do bite, but I think bunnies, the way that she bites, I think is more bunny-like. Yeah, believe me, if there were more bunnies that I knew that I was close with, because like Flops, great friend. Puck, friend. I just don't know other people that are bunnies that like I would be down to make a group with. I'm sorry I talked bad about your husbando, Drax. I'm sure he'll make it up to you tonight.
Makeup sex.
Yeah, you two can have passionate like love making where you shit talk me the whole time. Your mom and the problem. Okay, tactic. The problem with like the mom and the sister. Flops is the only one with the mom model since they made it, and the sister is Chris, who is already cat only Neko. They're not a full-time bunny. I'm talking about full-time bunnies here.
Honestly, that could kind of be your shtick with like Bunhub basically being your entire family. But and it's just like other people filling in the roles, kind of. That there's some kind of comedy about it, you know.
Artie has bunny, but again, like I know Artie has
The
bunny model.
implication. Oh my god, you don't.
Welcome. You are
Yeah,
officially
also the
a
name
can
Bun
of
Oh
Hub
my
with it all being my
god.
family. I don't know if that's a great idea, Tot. I don't
Oh,
think that's a great route for me to go.
and I'll be honest, that didn't even cross my mind. That's yeah, no.
Of course it didn't. It's so natural for you.
That's funny. The Benoidan? No! See? Foxley, only cat or only Nekos. Why did I say only cats? What? Only Nekos, Foxley. We need to make a parody name. So Bunhub is, in my opinion, the most fitting. Unless you want porn bunnies. That works as well, I guess, but that
It
feels
would first of all,
very
it wouldn't be
not
porn bunnies. It would be porn bun if you're going by porn hub. But it's not. No, we're not porn bun. I- Can you go
red
back to being
bun,
sleepy?
bun videos.
I get the BBNB one. I get that.
Slay Bonnie. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, that's fair.
Play bun? I mean, Playboy already is a bunny logo.
It's perfect.
But there's already Foxley. I think there might be a little bit of copyright issues for trying to go play bun and a bunny logo. I got a feeling it might. What?
I don't know what the fuck Ben is doing.
I don't. He's moving his camera around. I don't know. Like he's taking
I
photos. I
see.
think maybe.
Oh yeah, I see like radioactive glowing thing sticking out from the tent.
Oh. Uh there is comedy in doing something where a whole team of people is me and my family. I don't know what it would be for. I don't think Bun Hub is a good idea for that.
Yeah,
Um but like if there's ever like a
don't
team
like.
thing, like if
No, no.
what?
Oh, okay, gold idea. You make a
Okay.
parody video, parody short or something on Friends, but it's all your family.
No
That would
one
be kind of
told you
funny.
life was gonna be this way.
That's a good idea. You gotta admit, there's potential there.
Yeah. Job's a joke, you broke. Love's life's the away. If you ever need like opposition for the only Nekos, here's the problem. Like if we ever wanted to like fight the only Nekos, Chris is B.
Yeah, and I feel like there's comedy in the fact that Chris is B jumping between the teams. That's comedy in a
Yeah,
sense. That's part of the. That's why I'm like, I think there's a lot of potential there.
could do that. Yeah. I mean, hey, there's game shows coming up. If that's an idea for maybe for one of those, have the only Nekos versus the Boshi family. It's literally the fucking Brady Bunch. Here's the story of a man named Boshi. Although that's two separate families coming together. The Bunny Bunch. God damn it. Yeah, there's something there. There's that, but da.
Ugh. There's a lot of interesting ideas. Yeah, I think I'm done now though. I got my
Yeah.
excitement out over The Sims. You should definitely play them. I plan to play both Sims 1 and Sims 2 myself. I
Yeah,
think they are gold
I think
mines for stupid shitpost memes.
if what you said about The Sims 2
Uh,
is that it's very customizable but still kind of crazy, I think that could work for my idea of just kind of watching the only Neckos be a nuisance.
yeah.
'Cause that was a plan. I opened up I think it was actually Sims 3. I downloaded and I looked at and immediately no purple hair. My plan is ruined, and I closed the game.
Yep, I think The Sims 4 has a bit more customizability. The latest one. Um,
Mm.
I think, but I don't want to say for sure. And it's also expensive because you would have to get all the expansion packs and shit like that. So like,
That's the other problem is there's a shit ton of fucking expansions.
yeah, that's also another reason why The Sims 2 and 1 is great because you get all the expansions for a normal price. Well, normal. It's a re-release, but yeah.
Mm. Oh, actually, Hal isn't the next guest, but I don't know of the next episode. The next episode, we might have a special guest, depending on
Oh
their
yeah,
availability. If not, then it'll be the one after.
yeah.
But yeah, there's it. I will say, sadly, it's not Hal, but I think they will enjoy it. Again, I don't
Yep.
know when they're available.
Yeah.
But if they are available, then I'll be talking with them to try to get things worked out. But it should be good. Hopefully there won't be PC issues and you sleeping in late.
Yeah, that was just a today thing.
Yeah. Anyway, we're done now.
Yeah. Thanks for coming
I'm
to Unscripted Toast. I'm going to bed now.
yeah, is there anyone you want to raid? Because I'm also tired and I need to eat. So I'm gonna
I have no clue.
oh. Well, there's a lizard or a tiger. Those are two options.
Let's read
Or
how.
an egg. Let's raid Hal. Damn. Number drastic go down.
Um, say let's.
No, I'm my viewer count. Damn, Chris showed up too late for the podcast. Fucked up.
Wait, what? Shit. Oh, hi. But good luck for a sleep
Uh
stream. Yay.
no. There's gonna be ego. My ego.
Oh,
But yeah, do you have
I don't know.
look at that creature?
Right, free. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Now I understood what you meant with egg.
Yeah.
Um, a Floyd Raid Echo. That's a good one as well. No, let's just rate free, sure.
Okay.
Free underscore VR. I'm asleep. Slash
Okay.
raid. I'm not doing the end
Slash
screen. I'm too lazy.
raid free 2 eyes underscore VR. Okay, I'm gonna press the button. I'm gonna press the go button. In
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
I have the raid up and running. Did you click raid now or you need something else?
No, I clicked the raid button. I just typed it in chat.
Yeah, okay. But I have that ready as well though. Bam! Thank you all for today. Thank you all for joining for Unscripted Toast, whatever the fuck this was. Sorry
Christ.
for being late.
Oh shit, I forgot that I'm
Shout out to Ben for being the background guy. What's his name from that one podcast? Like, bring that up.
Jamie? Jamie,
Thanks
bring
for
that
being
up.
our Jamie. Ben, I appreciate it. Here.
Yeah. Thank you,
Ben.
I
Ben.
don't know him.
Thank you, Tot, for waking up and being here.
There we go. Did that work? It did not work.
What are you doing?
Let's make a shout out.
Oh.
Mods, help.
Bye. Bye
Bye.
bye, people
Thank you all
on
for
my
today.
stream and on Tot stream.
I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye bye. See you on the Nichols
Bye
thing.
bye. I don't know if I'll be tomorrow, but maybe next week. Bye.